Welcome to the Steel Toe Morning Show. Bite my ass.
Good evening and welcome. It is the Steel Toe Evening Show. I'm Aaron. That's April.
Hey.
And we have another good show for you tonight. I told April some of the things I had planned for this evening's show. She got very excited. She thought it was a pretty well put together program, which I always say, if you have a well put together program, there's only one thing that can fuck it up.
And it's you.
The two of us working together can fuck this pooch. I have some incredible news. You know, the Steel Toe is damn near episodic. You got to kind of keep up with what's going on. And when you left us, and this is going to drive the people that don't like us nuts. And if you're, look, this is kind of your fault. If you're watching us because you don't like us, it's been 3 years now. You should be used to having your heart broken. When you left us last, we missed by about $1.50 this morning. And we got a half hour off. And, you know, we kind of know that for the last 2-3 months, you've really noticed this economy is in the shitter and people got to close ranks a little bit. And so we've been making some moves, preparing for that and going, well, I don't want to stop doing my show. So we got to make some moves so that we can lower that goal, take some pressure off the audience. The audience they're bleeding, they're hurting.
Yep.
They need some help.
It happens.
So we got to help these people. These people have kept us in business for almost 3 years now. We got to do something to, you know, keep them in business, to keep us in business. So we've made some plans for that, plans that are just about done. And hopefully by the end of the week, we can have at least an outline for them. Maybe by the end of the week. So when you left us last, we missed by about 150, which, look, every few months we have a show like that. Every few months that happens where it's just not in the cards for you.
Good show, though.
It was a great show. And it's just one of those things when you do a show that is listener supported, you're at the whims of whatever's going on in the world at that time. Well, to prove to you this is a charmed show, and we just apparently live with horseshoes sticking out of our asses, and why hating it is futile and you should probably just move on. Shit always seems to happen in our favor. We didn't leave mid-small market radio and do it online the way nobody's ever done it before and make it work for 3 years by just being really good all the time. There's an element of luck to it. Fairline Defense, which I thought was a one-off. I thought they were just, hey, we want to get our name out there, you know, 30 days, blah, blah. They contact me today. They say, no, keep fucking going. We're doing this thing, you know.
Going bananas.
We're going banana. Like, we're going gangbusters. And I said to April, I go, well, we don't need them, like, advertising-wise. We have all of the business budgets and everything figured, so let's take Fairline. Let's use that as a way to take a little pressure off the audience and take a little pressure off ourselves at the same time. So part of Fairline is going to make up for what we were short this morning, and it's going to go towards the goal for the next few shows here.
Perfect.
So tonight, we're starting at $200 instead of $250. $200 instead of $250. So thank you guys. Thanks for sticking it out with us. Thanks for knocking out all these goals. We really do appreciate it. Hey, Zeke, where's that membership? Zeke's name looks weird without a green lettering next to it. Zeke,
you're right.
We got to get that renewed, buddy. We're live on Rumble. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook. And we're live on, do I call it Twitter?
I don't think you can anymore. I saw that too.
Is
you
it
didn't
X?
report on that, right?
I
It's
mean,
X.
we kind of talked about it today, but I just know that the logo changed, and now they're talking about calling it X. I think this is a new Coke move by Elon Musk. I think he's doing it on purpose. Like he's like, hey, this is X now, and people are like, oh, fuck you, bring back Twitter, and he'll bring back Twitter.
I don't know. TMZ did say that they're calling it by a new name and a new logo.
It's dumb.
So it's X, I guess. I think it's dumb either way, so I don't care.
hate it. Friendo says April is a Miami 7, but a Minnesota 9. No clue how Aaron pulled that off. Blackmail? No, giant cock. That's all it takes.
The biggest one I had ever seen.
The biggest dick you've ever seen. Biggest one you've ever seen, Dingleberry.
Thank you, friendo.
Tommy Two Times says, we don't dance now, we make money moves. Attaboy. Yeah, that sounds a little douchier than what I said, but okay, I'll go with that.
It's the sentiment, though.
I mean, it's kind of what we're doing. We are making money moves. Phoenix says, what a coping e-beggar, some random loser on the interwebs probably. Yeah, those people, I told Balls Deep today, I'm like, you know what? I'm done playing with those morons. We're kind of like the things we're doing and the things we're putting together. You got to establish yourself as above those people. I told Balls, if there's people fucking around, just bounce them.
I just said that today. I have no problem saying that. I'm better than you.
Yeah.
I'm way better than whoever goes and sits and seeds in somebody else's chat room.
I don't need to fraternize with you.
No.
In fact, even April said it yesterday. She goes, you're above that. She goes, you don't need to fraternize with these retards. I'm like, you know what? You're right. I am too good to be seen with these people.
That was the moment when the camera turned off. I'm like, we don't have to talk about them.
So I told Balls, I go, you know what? Just bounce them. We're out of here. Triple N says never compare, or Citizen M says to Triple N, never compare Aaron to Mersh. I don't know what your guys' jealousy is or whatever your thing is with Mersh, but you got to drop that. He's a good dude. He is okie dokie, that Mersh.
You better be careful saying that. There's people that don't like him.
I
don't know if you knew that, but
you guys got to figure that shit out. Like, what's wrong with you? What's going on in your soul and your brain? He's not worth hating. It's like this show, not worth hating.
I don't think anyone's worth hating on the internet.
You guys got to figure your shit out.
Unless you have to directly deal with a person ever, I don't think you need to hate them.
If Mersh fixed my fridge and it blew up the next time I opened it, I would fucking hate Mersh.
You can hate him.
I would.
Yeah.
But Mersh does a show. I don't understand why that would mean I have to hate Mersh.
If he had sex with your dog, you could hate him.
I'd be mad at both of them.
Well, the dog doesn't know any better.
Yeah, that's what they always say, but I'm not so sure.
Wait, are you just mad he strayed from the household?
That's what I'm upset about. He fucked a potato hen, and that I'm against. What? Did I blacked
is he
out
an
again.
Irish? I didn't even put two and two together.
Yeah, he's one of
Aaron's
those
not
people.
for the Irish.
I'm not for him. In every sense of the imagination. Like, if you're like, what do you mean he's not for them? Well, just ask me a question about what you believe the Irish should receive or deserve, and I'm against it. There, that's it. Golden Loaf Piggy, the e-beggar supreme, says Obama staffer found dead on Obama property. Yeah, we're going. I think we've got that for tomorrow.
Whoa.
It's his chef.
Uh-oh.
His personal chef was paddleboarding, and he died.
How do you die paddleboarding?
Look, there's about 16 different things I could say to answer that. 14 of them get me kicked off of YouTube.
I was going to say I'm drawing lines because it's the Obama.
Yeah.
So am I
Quit
right?
drawing lines.
Okay, so I got it.
Just go ahead and just put the pen down.
So we just thought.
Just take this. Just put it there.
So we thought.
Stop drawing lines.
That in paddleboarding, there's never going to be a need for swimming, right? Is that what happened?
You should know how to swim if you're going to go
I think we need to know
paddleboarding.
how to swim.
Stevie J says, this feels like he's making us accomplices in money laundering. I promise it's legit and it's great for the show. Golden Loaf Piggy, the e-beggar supreme, says, so you're keep this stupid fucking name, huh? Oh, making me keep this stupid fucking name. That's kind of up to you. I don't know.
I've been told you like to change your name.
Yeah, I want to know who you used to be. Veldrain says, that's great news. Now you don't have to fire Johnny because that would cripple him financially. I haven't even been able to talk to Johnny about what's happening with this new thing. I have to keep it that tight-lipped because I don't want to tell him one thing and then have to change it 2 days later. Sure. I will say there is a new system.
A new Johnny dynamic.
A new Johnny dynamic to this whole thing that I think you guys are going to really like.
It'll be good.
He doesn't even know.
I like it.
Freaky Deaky says, April is looking great in yellow, but damn, Aaron looks fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You are stunning in that shirt.
Thanks.
welcome.
That's really sweet of you. I appreciate that. Yeah, her cock is huge. Oh, Tim, you son of a bitch. I see what you did there. I see what you did. Yeah, Magic 8 Ball says Elon's trolling with the Twitter name. I think he might be.
I don't really care. I'm not a Twitter guy.
Yeah. Coltrane says this morning's show wasn't very good. New boot goofing. I think money is just tight. Gas is tickling $4 here in central Minnesota, and I'm sick of this fucking administration. I hear you, buddy. But April and I are very excited about what we're going to be able to do for you guys coming forward. It's not a matter of if the goal is going down. It's a matter of by how much.
And how soon.
And how soon. How much and how soon. And we've really got our fingers crossed.
Crossed.
We've got our fingers. We're actually crossing our fingers.
Or we're crouching.
Yeah. Rupert with $4.99 says Nina Turner, Aaron Rupar, and Keith Olbermann are 3 internet people worth hating. I don't know who Nina Turner is. Aaron Rupar is, you know, what's funny about this is Aaron Rupar is now like this liberal blogger guy who people know. He used to have a weekly spot on my Litchfield show.
Oh,
he was writing for City Pages at the time, and he would call in. We'd talk news and politics for like a half hour.
I thought Rupar sounded familiar, but I didn't care about him.
Aaron Rupar was on my show, and he was a super liberal dude then, and I was not, and we'd talk about shit.
Aaron squared, huh?
Yeah. And then he blocked me a long time ago because he just got way too left, and then I was doing steel toe, and I was making fun of him.
Do you know how many of my friends from high school have unfriended me because I'm with you?
Really?
Oh yeah, like once I got with you, they're like, "Oh my god, how could she be with such a monster?" And I've never heard from them again.
Yeah, that makes me actually feel good.
And I only found this out because my 10-year reunion is in like a week, and I was looking through the list of people going, and how many of them are not my friends on Facebook anymore? And I'm like, that's almost insulting.
How do you know it's because of me then?
Because I used to be good friends with them.
They could have just been whittling down their Facebook friends.
Why?
I don't know.
I couldn't think of a more boring thing to do.
I hope it's me. I'm just trying to be humble. Armando Hobson says, after watching his angry review, I think Ben Shapiro played with Barbies as a child. Yeah, we're going to watch the Ben Shapiro Barbie thing. That's another thing I've got for tomorrow morning. Oh my God, Ben Shapiro has serious problems.
I would have loved to cover that.
People are like rooting against the Barbie movie. I don't give a shit one way or the other.
You shouldn't. Nobody should. It's a movie about Barbies. It's a doll we played with as kids.
Is
it because Oppenheimer didn't do as well or what?
Oppenheimer did very well.
That's not what I'm saying. They didn't do as well as Barbie. I'm trying not to say the word. They killed it.
Oppenheimer, though,
killed it.
Oppenheimer's not supposed to. Like, it doesn't appeal to as many people as Barbie
I'd like to see both. I still haven't gotten to see Barbie. We had a very busy, fun weekend. Oppenheimer did well, but Barbie did $150 million opening weekend.
Did really good.
So
really well. Hulkamasha Baby says, well, you see, they don't swim so good. Chefs, I mean. Oh, see, chefs. He means chefs. Because they spend a lot of time in the kitchen. They don't have time to practice swimming.
Like, I'm assuming he kind of looks like the chef from South Park. Is that it?
Hello there, Barack.
And
Hi, chef. What are we having? Well, today, Barack, we're having Salisbury steak with garlic mashed potatoes.
I'm just assuming he couldn't swim because he's two-dimensional.
How you doing, Barack? Bad. What bad? Oh. I love when he told the kids you have to find the clitoris, and then he went, oh, like he just said something that he shouldn't have said to a bunch of kids, and they go, what's the clitoris? He goes, nothing, children. Veldrain says there's a thin line between love and hate. That's why I prefer apathy. Attaboy, that's called being a grown-up.
Yes.
Gofa Cure Self says something. What did he have on the Clintons? You know what? That's exactly what I thought when Obama's chef drowned. I was like, here come the Clinton jokes.
See, I don't know. I don't see that actually drawn to that conclusion. I don't see that one.
Delco Lou, we are going to get to the Jordan Addison thing in a little bit. Just trying to catch up with the chat so we can start our stories here. John Hahn says, I am the creator of Loaf Piggy, and there is only one piggy, and that be Missa Aaron. Oh, thank you very much. Johnny, Thursday night show coming, says Kane J. Quit guessing. Everybody quit guessing. Shh. No guessing now. Some things are coming. Everyone's saying you look very good in yellow.
Thank you. That's like the 4th time I've seen that. I've never worn yellow on the show.
Everybody in the chat, very happy.
Thank you.
About your yellow.
It's my little $4 shirt.
Nina Turner is that obnoxious Negro woman from the Young Turks. Oh, I know. I didn't know that was her name. Okay. Fill Some Holes says Old Capitol is reopening with new owners. Wait a minute. That motherfucker got somebody to buy that business from me from him, and he still hasn't paid for his last month of advertising?
No.
I'm going to get you, sucker.
I don't think you ever will get that money. He's in cahoots with Tri-County.
Steel Toe is getting that fucking money.
Yeah, Tri-County.
Tell you right now.
I screw that up.
Thank you, Coltrane, for the $10. He says, here, this should cover my fees today and tomorrow. The mod check finally cleared after 2 attempts. Don't start that shit. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks.
190, by the way, away from tonight. So we did put some of that Fairline renewal into tomorrow morning's show, this morning's show, and tonight's show. That's why we're starting at $200 now, down to 190. Streamlabs, PayPal, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. Thank you, guys, very, very much. Dr. Till. Oh, Dr. Till is here. Wonderful to see you, buddy. Triple N says Ben Shapiro is a gay conservative Jew. His brain is pulling him in so many different directions. That's true. Tally the Towel, that Oppenheimer line fucks, man. That I am now I become death, the destroyer of worlds.
I do want to see that.
I actually read about that quote before the show tonight. It's from the Hindu texts. It's not literally, it doesn't translate to I am death. It's like I am the bringer of the end or something.
Oh.
And he was feeling very philosophical when he realized that he just created the weapon that will one day destroy the world.
Veldrain just solved my friend's problem, because I was thinking that is odd to leave friendship over a marriage. It was the Trump thing. I do remember that the first time I voted for Trump and I made it publicly known that oh, hey, I'm kind of for him switching shit up. Lost a lot of friends.
It's so gay to unfriend anyone based on
that.
politics, or if you liked Hillary or if you liked Trump. If you did that at all, you're a fucking pussy. You're too weak to survive. You're only kept here artificially through technology, and you shouldn't be around. You're too weak.
I had so many friends that were anti-Trump and all that, but I would never think to not be friends with them because they didn't like Trump.
See, this is how I feel about Ben Shapiro, burning Barbies and shit. Freaky Deaky says, I don't have an opinion on Barbie because I wouldn't waste my time watching it. Exactly.
That's how most men should be. This was a movie for girls.
Right, that's how people should be in general. It's just oh, what's your opinion on this thing you didn't see? I don't have one. I didn't see it.
Right. I haven't seen it yet either. I literally don't care.
Yeah. Movie, I cannot think of something that bothers me less than the Barbie movie.
I think that's a healthy take.
Wasabista says the Destroyer of Worlds is my nickname for my dick. Oh.
The Destroyer of Worlds.
Oh, it's an intimidating name.
It's very intimidating.
Dr. Till says Oppenheimer was quoting the Hindu Bible. Great mythical story. Yes, it was the Hindu Bible. Chris Drives 88 says, when's the show starting? Now, because I finally caught up with the chat, but I got to go over to Rumble. Diglet says, I doer. That's a lovely way to say hello to your new favorite show.
Howdy.
Greasy N-word with $5 says, I sent you a picture of Obama's reaction to the dead basketball American in his pond on Twitter. I will go check it out, Greasy. Thank you very much.
I like the creativity.
Basketball American. 185 away from tonight's goal. Thank you very, very much. All right, let's get into things then. Since, what's his face? Was it Wasabista? No, it was Chris Drives 88, who I love, getting antsy for us to start the show. Zen Rhino says the original quote from the Bhagavad Gita was, I am mighty time, the source of destruction that comes forth to annihilate the worlds.
Wow, that is heavy and intense.
Try putting that shit on a live, laugh, love bumper sticker, huh? I hope single white women just have a weird shift in their dynamic in the future, and we just end up with weird fucking bumper stickers like that one instead of eat, pray, love, and
I'll put it
live,
on my
laugh,
truck.
love. Yeah. I am the bringer. What's the exact quote? I am mighty time, the source of destruction that comes forth to annihilate the worlds. I mean, single moms could put that on the back.
That's kind of sick, actually.
Yeah.
Have that on your tailgate or something.
It'd be pretty badass. Samuel with $5 over on PayPal says, Heil April, let's get this goal knocked out by 7:45. Well, shit.
Ooh, I like that.
You guys are at 180. We appreciate your generosity. Thank you very much. All right, Chris.
Heil, Sam.
Chris is going to leave if we don't get started here pretty soon. Let's get into things.
Well, if he leaves, there's no reason to be here.
I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. So I said we would get to this. Let's start off the show with it. the Minnesota Vikings have a new rookie wide receiver we took in the first round. And if you could imagine, if this Jordan Addison, if we hit like we hit on Justin Jefferson, it's going to be a scary offense.
I'd be so thrilled.
Let me tell you something. If this Jordan Addison takes off, you can't get rid of Kirk Cousins next year.
I don't think so because
you
him
have to
and
keep
Jefferson were great, weren't they?
Not only that, but like you can't start over with a new quarterback when your other one's throwing for like 4,000 yards and 30-some touchdowns. You have to keep him.
You would have been so proud. I was in the gym the other day. Some dude on ESPN was talking about how underrated Kirk Cousins is.
Fuck yeah.
And how underappreciated he is. And everyone was disagreeing with him.
They asked Patrick Mahomes, you know who they asked him, who's the most underrated quarterback in the NFL? His answer?
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins. He goes, the guy puts up monster numbers like the rest of us every single year. He wins games. He comes from behind. There's nothing he
Lucky
can't
guy.
do. Yeah, lucky fella. So Jordan Addison off the field had a little hang up this weekend. He was caught doing 140 miles per hour in his sports car.
His Lamborghini.
He was caught doing 140, and we all thought the worst. We thought, oh, shit. He was drunk driving, and he was going way too fucking fast, and now we got a first-round draft pick that was supposed to be like one of the cornerstones of our offense this year, and, you know, he's going to get suspended, and he's going to be in all kinds of trouble. Well, it turns out he was not fucked up. It was not a DUI situation. His dog was not doing well.
Oh. So, you know, I give a pass for that.
Well,
I think that's great.
They apparently, he said his dog was having an emergency at his home.
Oh.
The updated citation included misdemeanor charges for speeding and reckless driving. A description of the incident issued by the Minnesota State Patrol states that Addison stated his dog was having an emergency at his residence, and that was the reason for his speed. According to the citation, a patrol officer observed Addison driving eastbound on I-94 just after 3 a.m. at an extremely high rate of speed. Later clocked at 140 miles per hour, posted speed limit in that area is 55. See,
well, you can't drive 55.
Most people can't. The whole thing with the 140 miles per hour and 55, that's how I first thought that maybe this isn't drunk driving, because
that's too fast almost.
Yeah, when you're shit hammered, you're kind of driving little medium speed and you're swerving all over the place. I don't think you're not getting to 140 drunk without dying.
Not unless you fell asleep and let your foot go down.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Driving a Lamborghini Urus, if I'm saying that right, who knows? I'm poor. With dealer license plates, Addison first slowed down when he saw police lights from another trooper who was pulled over on the right shoulder of the road. Addison issued a public apology a day later, saying he made a mistake and used poor judgment. Also promised not to repeat the behavior, but did not say anything about his dog's emergency. Well, that's because they would have ate him alive if you would have come out and said that.
Yeah, that does sound like, dare I say, a pussy thing to do.
Right.
But I'm sitting here like, I've got a dog. If my dog was like dying, I'm sitting here like, thank God he had that Lamborghini. So he could go that fast.
Yeah. So if you would have come out and said, oh, yeah, I was driving 85 miles per hour over the speed limit, what happened? Oh, my dog's really sick. They'd be like, oh, who's this fucking guy?
My Chiweeni's choking. You know?
It wouldn't have been a good excuse. So now this way, the cops let it out because the cops had to issue their report and it's public record. So now the cops can say, hey, he said that his dog was sick. And now all the girls will think he's cute.
He's going to get all the girls.
He's going to get all the
You know what
pussy.
I'd be doing if you weren't here? Dogs. I'm
you'd
in
be
it
fucking,
just for
you'd
the dog.
be fucking the dog.
Right.
Okay. Well, that's better. Hold on. I'm going through the list of things in my head that are really funny that I can't say. That's bad.
You would be heartbroken, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that's really bad.
He's like, wow, she couldn't have downgraded any harder.
Can't say that. Can't say that. Yeah, that joke wouldn't fly either. Oh, well.
He was flying.
Yeah, if you fucked the dog, I mean, it would be closer to...
I don't have sex with animals.
Closer to fucking a... I can't do it! All right, let's move on to a
Rumble
different...
Friday, Rumble Friday.
Rumble Friday, exactly, Rumble Friday. Let's move on to another football player. Tom Brady. You guys remember Tom Brady?
He's hot.
Tom Brady is the, I was going to say great football player, but thank you, April.
You're welcome.
I'm going to have to hose this one down after the show. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Somebody's a little horny. Well, anyway, Tom Brady, 6 or 7 times Super Bowl champion.
7.
Two different teams. Married to Gisele Bündchen forever, and then he wanted to play football more, and she said, no. And she divorced him. That's my impression.
What a loser mentality, too. Like,
Yeah.
even if he got brain damage, you can still divorce him after.
Yeah,
Just
divorce
let
him when
playing.
divorce him when he gets brain damage.
Exactly.
Although, you know who else was told that? Nancy Benoit. We saw how that worked out. Sometimes
Too soon.
Sometimes you don't know when to say when.
Too soon.
You go to the table one too many times. Got to know when to hit that, pull that ejection seat, and get the fuck out of Dodge. So Gisele Bündchen, Tom Brady said, "Hey, I want to go play for the Bucs one more." He won a Super Bowl and then told his wife, "I want to go back for another year," and she went, "You piece of shit, I'm leaving you." After all those years of playing football, this one was too much.
Right.
So, Tom Brady now shacking up with Arena, how do I pronounce it?
Shake, I think.
Arena Shake, who, correct me if I'm wrong, was just fucking Bradley Cooper.
I think she was with Bradley, but she has literally been with like a laundry list of celebrities. I think.
And then I think she dumped Bradley Cooper when he was basically dry fucking Lady Gaga on stage at the Grammys or the
Wouldn't
Oscars
you?
or whatever.
I think there's no more room left for Irina in that situation.
Yeah. I mean, she's hotter than Lady Gaga, but still, Lady Gaga's like kind of a...
Lady Gaga's like got that weird factor that I'm
She's
guessing like would hook a guy for some reason.
She's got that sluttiness about her where,
She's kind of like dirty looking, but at
Yeah.
the same time mysterious.
I'll take 10 times with the 6 instead of 6 times with the 10 kind of a thing is what Bradley
guess.
Cooper was thinking. By the way, thank you, Wasap Bisto with 666 yen. Says, I have to run, but here's some money because April is wearing yellow.
Thank you. Do you know what this is telling me?
What?
More yellow.
More yellow seems to be the
yellow.
reason. So there you go, guys. 175 away from tonight's goal. Thank you very much for your generosity. Streamlabs, PayPal, Super Chats, and Rumble.
Thank you.
So Tom Brady goes on a date and has a nice little weekend with Irina Shayk.
As you do.
Which sounds lovely. That sounds fantastic.
Supermodel.
There's no problem with that. I mean, he's divorced. His wife wanted to get divorced. It was like she's the one who pushed the whole thing.
She kind of moved on quickly, too.
Right.
I think the very next week she was on a vacation with a dude, so.
She claims it was her trainer.
Everyone goes on vacation with their trainer. I will
course you
someday,
do.
right?
Yeah, everybody's trainer just kind of goes to the beach with them. So
What a weird thing.
Tom Brady takes a weekend with Irina Shayk. And I guess Gisele Bündchen is pissed about it.
Oh, fellow supermodel, except she's probably half Giselle's age.
This once again shows women are dirty, nasty, disgusting cunts. And I'm sorry to take my misogyny for a walk so early in the show tonight, but Jesus Christ, could it get more see-through? Could we be more paper thin? Could we be more the stereotype of a supermodel, which is shallow to your goddamn guts? Just nothing but vapid cuntiness.
You're spot on.
You leave Tom Brady, break him up, run off with the kids, go fuck some trainer guy, and he's cool with it. And he goes, okay, well, I have a type, supermodels, because...
I'm Tom Brady.
Right.
I deserve this.
In the days of, Rome, it would have been like some famous general, but since the generals now look like General Milley and that Rachel trans lady... you don't give the pussy to the generals anymore. You give it to the star athletes. So Tom Brady fucks Irina Shayk like he deserves to, and his cunt ex-wife is going to get pissed. You divorced Tom Brady. You didn't divorce a backup right guard. He's gonna go fuck super hot chicks. What did you think he was gonna do? Go pigging with Lizzo when it was all over?
The first time he modeled in, I think he has an underwear brand. The first time after his divorce that he was on Instagram in his underwear and stuff, I'm like, you know what? Good for him.
Good for
him.
Tom.
He's hot. She was hot, but she had the hotness. She decided to leave the hotness. He gets to be hot now for everyone else.
Yeah,
Amen.
I was gonna say what Zen Rhino said. They're not that far apart in age. I mean, Irina
really?
Shayk. I told you earlier today.
I thought she was younger.
She's been around for 15 years.
Maybe
or so.
I need a jogger on what she looks like. I don't remember.
Irina Shayk 37, Giselle 43.
It's still younger. Okay.
6 years younger. But don't worry, I don't think he
6
plans.
years is
I,
6 years.
I don't think he plans on keeping her around for 6 years.
No, she seems to be with others.
I don't think she'll
At
hang out
times.
next weekend.
How hot is
Quite
she?
frankly.
I'm forgetting.
Arena Shake, she's pretty. I mean,
Everyone
look,
loves a hot girl. Let's look her up.
I mean, she's good.
She's a brunette, right? Yep. Yeah, she's pretty hot.
She's-
Oh yeah, she.
I mean, yeah, she's.
That third one in there, that one gets me. Yeah.
Yeah, she's not a bad look.
She's-
She's obviously very attractive. She's a fucking supermodel. Yeah, she was with. Okay, that was Bradley.
That's Bradley.
Cooper.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Oh, they
Exes
had
Bradley
kids.
Cooper and Irina Shayk are trying for what? Another baby? Oh, that was a okay.
That was a year ago.
That was back in
Almost
November.
a year ago.
It's,
Oh wow, things can change quickly. Guys, let's have another baby. Oh, let's divorce next though.
It's not like she doesn't have, a pretty high-profile dating history.
That's what I'm saying. She's been through the big names.
Done all right. Jenna Vanoy Ass Appreciation Society says the GOATs in American football, Brady and soccer, Ronaldo, are now Eskimo brothers. That's true. She fucked around with Ronaldo, and I read an article today because I got in this loop from the Tom Brady thing. She lost 11 million followers when they broke up.
Irina or Giselle?
Irina.
Oh, she was with Ronaldo. He's pretty hot too.
Friendo says Messi is the GOAT, not Ronaldo. I thought it was Pele. I don't know shit about soccer.
I thought it was Ronaldo.
What the fuck do I know, huh? You know what, though? It's not, it doesn't matter because it's fucking soccer. So who gives a shit?
It is. I feel like you're not supposed to know about soccer. The thing you should watch regarding soccer is like a compilation of all the times they fake injuries.
Right.
That's worth watching.
A source told TMZ Monday that the former Victoria's Secret angel, talking about Bunchen this time, is not happy at all about photographs of the retired NFL quarterback looking cozy with Shake over the weekend. Then don't fucking divorce him, you dipshit.
Yeah, he gets to be with whoever he wants now.
If it shakes you up to see him with a younger hot chick, then don't stick with him.
It shakes her to see him with Shake.
Oh,
Is that what you're saying?
hey, she's shaking.
She's shaking.
However, a second source close to the Brazilian beauty tells the outlet that Brady and Shake's dalliance, I hate that word,
Dalliance.
they fucked over the weekend,
Ugh.
is helpful to Bunchen's freedom. I have an idea. Who gives a fuck? That's not why he did it. He did it because she's hot and he wants to fuck. And apparently Tom Brady is somebody who needs someone around his age. He doesn't feel comfortable,
I actually kind of like that.
dipping down into the 20s. He'd feel weird
He
about
seems
it.
reasonable.
He's a reasonable
Right.
man. He casts a narrow net and he uses whatever fish he finds.
I have no chance. I'm too young.
Not at all. Nothing.
Aaron likes him young.
Oh, man. Coltrane says he's only single because she made him that way. Fuck that bitch. Exactly.
Amen, brother.
Like, you go and make him single, and then he goes and he mingles, and you get mad at the mingling part when you're the one who made the single part.
When she's the one who moved on first. By the way, and he
dirty
didn't say a
bitch.
word. He just posts underwear pics.
Stoned Malone with $5 says, for your misogyny. I appreciate it when people reward my misogyny because I do feel it's remarkably underappreciated. Thank you, Stoned Malone.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Anal Shitrag says, is that a Monday Nitro inspired screen border? No, but that I see it now. I'm not going to be able to stop seeing it. But no,
Oh my God.
it is not. Thank you.
No.
170 away from knocking it out tonight. There you go, guys. Thank you very much. Streamlabs and PayPal, if you'd like to contribute. Hobo Chili says, do you ever notice in soccer when a player gets injured, they look like they got hit with a Barrett 50 cal and then magically heal from drinking from a water bottle? They are the biggest pussies
Oh,
in the entire world.
I could watch those videos all night. There could be absolutely nobody touching them, and they'll fall over holding their knee, and oh God, it hurts.
Somebody steps on their toe, they act like they stepped on a landmine. It's
right. Their whole
remarkable.
foot's blown off now.
Worst soccer flops. You could probably find
That is perfect.
you could probably find a million of these videos.
Jeez.
Jesus, do we really have to?
Cripes.
There we go. Oh, you queeb.
Nobody around him.
Actually, he
myocarditis.
Yeah, I was just gonna say he just got vaccinated, so you got to be careful with that. You don't know what he's protected. Sorry that the guy's healthy.
He's actually gasping out of joy that he's protected.
He's really
now.
excited that he's got that layer of protection. Oh, you piece of shit. He covers his face.
Big old baby.
I feel bad for people who have to ref these games because there's got to be so many times where they just have to look down at the guy and go, what?
But they signed up for it.
What do you want me to do?
You feel
I
too bad.
saw what you did. You got hit in the knee with a ball. Get up, you queer. So this guy whiffs at the ball and then goes flying like somebody tried to murder him. I love this. Oh, that guy rules. I love that guy had a clear shot at the net, and instead of taking it, tries to fake a foul so he can get a penalty kick. It's like, take the shot,
Just
asshole.
Take the shot. That guy just fell down.
This black guy was in the middle of a Nazi salute, and then this guy tried to take a flop.
Now he was saying, hey, bro.
That is so, like, he's just laughing.
Are you kidding me?
That's the other thing. Like, if the refs don't call anything, now you should be humiliated. That should be a suspension.
Right. Shouldn't you have to look around at all your peers and be like, oh, nobody cares?
I'm a giant fucking pussy.
I suck.
Yeah.
Oh, my dignity's hurt. Oh.
They're all LeBron.
Period cramps.
They're all LeBron James.
Oh, I shouldn't have wore white today.
Yeah, your pussy blood's gonna show. Your menstrual blood. The blood from your menses.
He's so mad.
Okay, start running now. Oh, there. Okay, that guy got pulled down by the shirt.
Oh.
That's a good slide tackle.
Oh, keep rolling.
Oh, no, he's been in a car wreck. That guy got touched behind. That guy got a little boop. And he went, oh, man, I can't fucking hear anymore.
See, Aaron only does that when I lick his ear.
Yeah, then I go, what the fuck?
Oh, my God.
Oh, no, he's on the ground.
Why?
What a pussy.
I feel like this in the NBA is the only place it's allowed.
Yeah. Oh,
Aw.
this is awful.
Fall over. Go ahead. Yep.
What did he fall over for?
I told him to. I had an earpiece in there. I told him.
Nobody touched this dipshit.
Like a ton of bricks. Oh, he's just sad, you see?
Oh, he just had,
He's
somebody threw a snowball or something at him.
Oh, what the heck?
That was a good one, actually.
But then you fall.
Yeah, snowballs hurt.
It hit the ball.
Yeah, I mean, that still hurts, you know. Okay, that guy actually got taken down. Oh, no, he didn't. That guy Oh, that was a good flop, though.
Did you see him grab his throat? Watch him grab his...
You got to give... That's a great way to stop it. That guy actually did that was a good flop. That tricked me at first.
Watch him go for the throat. Oh.
Fuck you. Oh, you died. Both went down.
I think there was a gay F word dropped in there.
How do you watch this sport and feel good about yourself?
I don't know.
Like, how do you watch this and go, oh, yeah, soccer's really good?
There's a lot of guys my age that, like, unironically watch soccer, and I don't get it. I don't get it.
That was a double knockout from a fake headbutt. I've never seen that before, except in soccer. Oh, that guy's hurt again. Oh, that guy. This is the guy who rolled over like he was in a car wreck.
Oh.
Now here we go. These guys. Oh my God, that was a lethal headbutt. Wait, he headbutted him. Yeah, that guy's in the middle of talking shit, and he's like, "What the fuck, dude? You ran into me."
No, I didn't even touch you.
Oh, they gave him a red card. Go fuck. No way. Oh. That guy kicked that guy in the face, and now he's acting hurt. Oh, this game sucks.
This is depressing.
Oh, you guys fucking stink.
What are you, on fire? Stop rolling around.
He's pretending he is. All right. Well, that's enough soccer flopping for me.
It was 3 minutes and 11 seconds of flops.
I'm getting aggravated.
Never seen anything like it.
Jesus. Delco Lou says, I admire how much other countries invest into the World Cup, but it's hard to watch 2 hours of this. It's really a fucking terrible show or a terrible sport.
You could watch it and do like a drinking game, like take a shot every time somebody flops.
Or, and hear me out, you could watch a real sport. Bill Fenner says the saddest thing is some of these players you see here are genuinely good, like big star players, and they still act this way. Well, I mean, LeBron James acts like this in football or in basketball.
Just act like a big old baby.
Just acts like a giant pussy.
I think basketball and soccer are the only places I truly see that.
Coltrane says, God, soccer players are bigger pussies than LeBron, and I can't stand that flopping. Well, I can't say that word, but thank you.
Somebody said like golf. Do people flop in golf? What do you
How?
mean?
Like,
how
how
would
are
you
you?
flop in golf?
How can you flop in golf?
What is going on here?
If you get hurt in golf, you kind of have to earn it. Like a ball flying off someone's driver has to hit you in the dick. Like there's no way to fake that.
Dude, one of us jacked one into a tree recently, and that thing, was that you? Didn't you jack one into a tree and it just
it shot right across onto the fairway?
That would hurt if that hit somebody.
Stevie J says Tosh nailed it when he said it's the most popular sport on earth because it's the cheapest sport. Yes.
That's kind of true.
That's 100% true.
Don't really need equipment for it or anything.
Right. You can just cut off a local kid's head and kick it around for a while. Boom. Hades got soccer. What?
What is that? A goat one? What was that called?
Buzkashi.
Buzkashi. That's a
Oh.
wild one.
You guys,
That's like soccer on steroids.
have you guys ever seen Buzkashi? We can show you Buzkashi. For the old school fans, they'll know what Buzkashi is. But Buzkashi is actually a pretty kicking sport. I mean,
It's
that's pretty
cool.
good. Buzkashi is a game where they take a goat carcass, they cut off the head and the feet, and then you ride around on horseback.
Like polo.
But they scoop up the carcass of the goat, and they have to throw it into a hole, and the goat has to stay into the hole for it to be
It's a real
goal.
sport.
Oh, yeah. This is a video
Next
on it.
up on Fun Sport Friday, we got Buzkashi, Central Asian game, very popular. You play with a dead goat carcass. They say it can weigh up to 99 pounds. If you're wondering if that was a drone flying in the air, it was. If you're wondering if they have drones flying, but they're still using dead goats as the ball, they are. They very much are. You go on horseback,
So stinky.
take the goat, and you try to put it in this giant hole.
And if the bitch of it is, if you put the goat carcass in the hole and it comes out, like I said, it's no good. And you can't, it's not like you can ride around on horseback and just toss that in. You've got to go off with the goat.
Yeah. And God, they would stink. You're handling it, and dead weight is like extra heavy because it's not helping you at all.
Right.
Wow.
This is a very formal game. There's informal games where there's no boundaries. Let's just gonna need to get that one in the hole. Oh my God, I'm dead. I just died, and we didn't score. What a bummer. Here we
what
go.
losers.
Nice and easy. Red person puts it in the hole. Opponent falls in the hole with the goat carcass. That's a shitty way to lose. Number 5 is gonna come up here and get a good block. Let number 6 take the goat, put it in the hole, score a goal.
God.
They're excited. What a sport. What a wild-
So, like, even if you score a goal, like, you have to fuck yourself up. You have to jump on. You understand people get crippled from falling off of horses.
100%. I've seen people never walk again because they fell off a horse wrong.
We lost Superman because he got in a horse riding accident. But these guys, like, just to score a point, they got to go airborne off a fucking horse with a 100-pound goat carcass in their hands.
Who came up with this? Like, where did this start?
They're going to tell you that. It's actually,
okay.
It makes a lot of sense once they explain it. It doesn't make sense why they're still playing it, but it makes sense how it became a game.
I have thoughts.
Sport. They said it originated because tribes would go steal other tribes' goats and then ride away, and then they would get chased, like, give us our goat back, and they're like, yo, that's pretty fun, all this goat stealing we do. Let's turn it into a game. This dude's got an open lane. He's got to turn this guy. Ooh. Nice little move. Turns that guy around, gets the goat right in that giant hole. Goes for a fun ride himself. Fist pump. I love how
that's
universal
great.
the fist pump is. Okay, let's pick up this goat. Oh, shit.
Oh.
Now we're just trampling a goat. Seems kind of fucked up. But here we go. Oh, did I mention the goat's headless? They cut the goat's head and feet off. Not sure how that makes the gameplay any different, but they do it.
Oh.
Bam.
I'll
1
tell you
point.
why.
Like, how is that guy? He just pops right up. He's not
Right.
dead.
They're used to it. There's sharp. Well, just like anything, I'm sure you learn how to, like you say, you learn how to take punches. Like these people learn how to take falls. And I think
That
they
team-
lop off the head and the feet because there's sharp points on those. So this kind of like makes it safer.
I think cutting
In a
off the
manner of
head, too,
speaking.
makes it a little less cumbersome.
Cumbersome
it's
because that
easier to
thing's
carry.
flopping.
Yeah.
And with all them horns and
Just
stuff.
need the torso.
All right, this guy on the left here, he's got nice and easy. Just put this in. No, wait, I think I'll just die instead.
How do
Instead of
these people
scoring.
not die?
Right.
Goat in, horse backs out. Not
Why don't these
interested.
horses break their
All right, Number
legs?
4 in blue, nice easy target. Bummer, dude.
See?
Terrible goat
It
fall.
bounces
Oh my
out.
God, this guy's getting his red pollard on, getting dragged around. That's pretty scary. Oh, I see you're interested in picking that up. You interested in dying?
Oh,
Boom.
fuck.
Crushed.
This is insane.
Next up, nice and easy, in the hole.
That looked too
That's
easy.
Buzkashi.
What do you think these horses think about anything?
They have no idea what the fuck's going on.
can-
They're the most confused animals on earth.
The only thing is that horses do have that sixth sense, and that's a for real, like, proven thing. Like, they can sense death. I wonder what they think of that just carcass flopping around. And
Well, you
stuff.
see, like, the guys run towards the hole, and the horse always slows down. He's like, no, I don't care how much you whip me. Like, we're not running into that giant concrete thing. Get
Well,
the fuck off of me.
eventually, if you have the horse go through that pattern, like getting up to that hole so many times, it'll learn to slow down. It's like
Maybe.
barrels. It knows what to do eventually.
Need Trump says if the head was on there, you could put it in a headlock, which would make it easy to carry. You've thought a lot about Buzkashi, and I appreciate that. Friendo says loser has to deal with the Taliban. Oh, no.
my
You'd better fucking win your Buzkashi game, homeboy.
Yeah, what does happen if you lose? For real. Like, that seems
think-
like there's a lot of stakes in it.
I think Friendo nailed it. Jenna Von Oy, Ass Appreciation Society, says, so basically it's goat polo.
Maybe
Yes.
the winning team gets to fight over a virgin as like
Boy,
reward.
all of these, the thing is, when you're dealing with Central Asia, there really are so many medieval
I
possibilities.
know there's too many really.
Yeah. Could be over a goat. It could be over cattle. It could be
woman.
over a virgin.
A child,
a camel.
maybe.
I mean,
A
all kinds.
camel.
Yeah, there's all kinds of options. And you can fuck, eat, or kill any one of them you want in those areas. So how do you know what the reward is?
What are you doing with a camel?
You know, in all honesty, I would have no idea what the fuck to do with a camel. Milk it?
You two would just sit and smoke cigarettes together.
Yeah, I
I'm
guess
sure.
we just sit and smoke together. Dr. Climate Abortion says, me and my girlfriend, and I, are going to play Put the Goat in the Hole later. Oh, you named your
Ooh.
penis the goat.
Smells good.
Magnum DUI says Taliban has a similar sport, polo with human heads, but it's amongst the CIA. Yeah,
That's a real party in the CIA.
there are differences to the game. I get that. All right, well, there's Buzkashi, you guys. Rupert says ride a camel, idiot. Where? Where am I going to ride a fucking camel?
Down the damn road.
I guess. I mean,
Give the
no.
kids rides. You know?
Open a camel ride business?
Aaron's rode a camel with the kids before.
I have. I have ridden
I have
a camel.
photo proof of it.
Yes, I have been a camel jockey.
You looked so not thrilled. I have to show you that.
It is not fun to ride it. They smell like assholes.
They do stink.
They smell
remarkably
like
bad.
remarkable dog shit.
I would rather ride a giraffe than a camel because they smell better.
John Hahn says, why is there not a Buzkashi league in the States? I don't know. It's got to catch on, right? Yeah.
I think we're a little too soft over here for that.
Scooby Jooby Jew says the winning team gets to eat the now tenderized goat.
It really has been beaten and tenderized. Wow.
Friendo says, thanks for letting me say Rise. You guys are so generous. 07, Rise. So many of our fans
Yeah, I
found
mean-
us through Royce. So
Happy birthday, Royce,
Yeah,
if you happen to see this.
happy birthday to the wonderful and talented and beautiful and sexual Royce Lopez,
The
who's
gym rat.
turning 970 today, whatever age he is. Probably 41,
He looks great for his age.
thinking for Royce. Yeah. JJ Lynn says, yeah, I can understand. I'm more upset with what you guys did to us this year. We couldn't get a goalie fight. Come on, NHL. I don't watch
Oh, he's
hockey.
talking to Coltrane.
I don't watch hockey.
I do sometimes.
The closest we
Hello.
have to Buzkashi is roller derby. Yeah, except the fat goats are alive and they're elbowing each other, those broads. That's about it.
I think we saw one of those ladies. Like, didn't she, like, on her way home today, she was, like, rollerblading down the street, but it was roller skates, and she had, like, all her stuff on.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, she looked like she was, like, practicing for roller derby. I've never seen that before.
Golden Loaf Piggy says, Rise has absolutely nothing to do with Moist Lopez or ROTC. Sorry, I thought it was an ROTC thing. Get mad at me, Golden
sorry.
Loaf Piggy.
Oh, Friendo is not
Jesus.
happy about the Royce mention.
Sorry, friendo. Christ.
So what is the rise
There are
then?
a lot of you, and I mean this with the utmost respect, and I thank you for watching our show. A lot of you are exhaustingly mentally ill, and I need you to improve your mental health and then kind of come back around. All right, thank you guys very much. 170. Man, Roots Calhoun says the Aristococks are nowhere and everywhere at once. We are not from the ROTC sphere. Well, then I don't care.
What is the rise from? If you can't yell at us if you're not willing to tell us what it is.
You won't say what it's from, but you'll yell at us about it. You know who does that? Cripplingly autistic neighbors.
And a lot of mean wives.
And mean wives. Yes.
Just yell at you and your husband has no idea what's going on.
Friendo says, Roots is exposing the goddamn business. Well,
I like the name Roots.
Roots is an okay guy. Friendo's all right. They just have mental problems. That's all. They're fine. You just got to keep an eye on them and keep a safe distance. That's all. Because they'll hurt innocent
lash.
people. Yes.
Friendo likes my yellow shirt. I'm wearing more yellow now.
Roots says it's a call to arms for the Aristococks. Don't say Aristococks.
What is
It's a
that?
terrible. I don't know what that is, but you need to change up your branding.
I don't like it. Feels douchey to say that. Therefore,
yeah.
I'm not saying it.
Aristococks you need to find something better. And I'm saying that as a friend. 170 away from tonight's goal. Thank you guys very much. Streamlabs, PayPal, Super Chats, memberships. One of our contributors tonight wanted to get this thing done by 7:45. While that's not going to happen, let's knock that thing out relatively quickly.
Thank you.
Do a half hour of overtime today and call it a W, huh? This guy tweeted something today, or I'm sorry, what did he X something?
He X'd it. X'd it out.
He X'd it. He
Exit it out of existence.
Zeeted it.
Zeeted.
I don't know what he's doing.
He yeeted it out of existence.
This guy, William Wolf, tweeted today about grocery shopping. And at first I read it and I was like, well, that's kind of gay. But then I realized I've never been the guy to do most of the grocery shopping.
Really?
I'll do some, but I don't do most of it.
I was going to say, without reading this tweet, because I am the sole grocery shopper, it's got to be a sob story. It's got to be sad. It's a depressing story.
I'll go once in a while. But I don't do the majority of the grocery shopping, so I don't really understand why this was such a big deal. But this caught a lot of heat today. William Wolf. I don't know who he is. He's wearing a suit, and he's got a sensible haircut, so I'm guessing he's some conservative guy. He tweeted about grocery stores.
Okay.
And I want to see if this, resonates with anyone else, because it didn't with me. And again, for obvious reasons, like I said a little bit ago, I don't do the grocery shopping.
I'm a great judge, I think. I do it a lot.
William Wolf says, I've been grocery shopping almost my entire life. My mom's in a wheelchair. So as young...
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
Where did that come
very
from?
sad
That
about
was
that, guys.
very
She probably does... Never mind.
projecty.
What if she's just doing a Munchausen thing and she's not really, she's just been long gaming this thing? My mom's in a wheelchair, so as young as 10 years old, I was taking a list and her debit card into the store and shopping. If this kid didn't get himself a nice little juice or a soda and some candy when he did that, then he's not doing it right, because he deserves to be compensated for his hard work.
I'm already commiserating with this guy, so when both of my grandmothers were unable to drive themselves or unable to really go through a shopping trip alone, they would send me with a list and their debit card, and I too would get a treat for my hard work.
See, now this guy went all by himself, so he deserves it even more.
I went by myself.
He says, let me tell you, I've never seen stores in such bad shape as they are now. No one staffing the main checkout lines, massive line for the self-checkouts, stores messy, items unstocked. If you do the grocery shopping regularly, you know it's like watching a country decline in real time. Now, I have no frame of reference for this.
He's not far off. I won't say that it's every grocery store around here, but I have been remarkably disappointed within the last 2 years, I would say, in especially pasta aisles, just shelves just barren. They're empty. There's the big stock carts of boxes that haven't been unloaded yet. Where are the people? The checkouts are a total problem. It's not every time, but it's everyone's at the self-checkout and nobody's working the main ones. They'll have you know how you can go through self-checkout or go through a regular one where somebody checks your items?
Sure.
There will be maybe 1 or 2 in a large grocery store that are open in the main checkouts out of like 10.
God damn.
It is very strange. I do think that's weird.
Stevie J says it's like $400 to make a Costco trip. We don't use Costco near as much as we used to. I would say that I never got out of there. It was rare I ever got out of there for under $100 though.
And that's why we haven't been going there anymore, I think, is because when groceries are so expensive, you just try to go to the store and just really check out your list. You don't want to buy in bulk anymore unless it's something you use a ton of.
Yeah.
I think Costco and Sam's Club, unless you really do need that big of items, are just kind of overkill right now.
Moving on, because I don't think anybody really gives a shit or resonates. I just threw it out there to see if anybody really resonated. Brian Boswick says first world problems. Yeah, so I'm not the only one who didn't give a shit about that. But it went viral, and everyone's like, oh, you got to see this. And I'm like, I think maybe it's because he's like, oh, it's like watching a country decline in real time. I'm like, well, that's been happening. Like, welcome to the party, bud.
I think it's just like to finish up, I really do think that it's just because there's less people employed, so there's less people to stock shelves or do checkouts.
Yeah, I'm bored. Diane Poo with $5 says, made my husband Jeff watch tonight for the first time. He's trying to hate it. Well, welcome, Jeff. You're going to love the show. It's a wonderful program.
Thanks, dear.
You got some weirdos fucking around every once in a while, but the show itself is pretty goddamn good. Grinch Girl says, all agreed, dropped Sam's because it's too expensive to buy in bulk and store right now.
Yeah.
Yule Gibbons, I blame Big Rice for the pasta shortage.
Okay.
Tyler says, I removed my cousin on Facebook because she's way too damn autistic and posts 15 things a day that nobody gives an F about. Yeah, that's one of the drawbacks of the internet is there's a lot of autistic people who back in the day, they would have gone in public and done this shit and people would have looked at them and goes, dude, shut the fuck up. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
But now on the internet, they just write it over and over and they're just sitting by themselves with their head down and they don't even read the responses to it. And they're just writing it thinking this is all gold. No.
That is the part that troubles me. It's not even that you posted it. It's that you thought that was good enough to share with everybody.
Right. Why are you sharing this with anybody?
Please chill out a little bit.
We got to ban autistic people from the internet. Then again, internet traffic would dwindle to damn near
nothing. There would be
nothing
to look at because you're all autists.
Reddit's dead. Discord's dead. YouTube takes a serious hit. Twitch is gone forever.
Kiwi Farms did die.
Kiwi Farms did die, but it would die a second death.
Right, it would die twice.
There'd be nothing left.
Twitter's gone.
Twitter isn't going to be around anymore. That whole Dabbleverse is gone. There's none of that anymore, which, okay, now it's time. I think if we banned autists from the internet, this could be good. Loaded Wrench says all your subs would be gone. No, I will say this. Most of our audience is actually like normal type people.
Yeah, you're not bad.
We do have some weirdos and autists and stuff, but I think we also make them very aware of how weird they are and they kind of figure it out.
It's like endearing in a weird way.
Yeah, we got a pretty... Because most of our audience, if we mention internet shit, they go, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Especially most of you like OG, like local ones here when we get to see you at like the anniversary party and stuff. You're pretty down to earth, normal-ish people, you know, if we're grading on a curve.
Kenneth Pogue says, hashtag ban autists. Yeah, I think, you know what? You might want to find a more marketable name for that. You take that to the public and they're going to make some phone calls. That's all I'm saying. Yes. Thank you, guys. 165 away from tonight's goal. Let's fucking get it, boys and girls. Thank you very much for your support. Not much further to go. Everybody chip in a little bit. We'll knock this thing out in no time.
Thank you.
So Formula One is coming to Las Vegas, I think in November, isn't it?
Hell yeah, it is.
November, there's going to be a Las Vegas Grand Prix. It's Formula One racing. They're locking down the Strip and a bunch of other surrounding streets, and they're, putting up barriers, and they're going to have seating.
Bleachers.
I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how they pull this off.
I can't wait we're not going to be there, but I'll be excited to see it.
Yeah, so apparently Formula One is now going to charge the Las Vegas resorts to have a view of the racing.
Yeah.
So, like, if you're a hotel... If you're a resort, like let's say, just pick a random one. You're close to the Strip. You're Paris. Let's say you're Paris. And the Formula One track is coming down there. And they'll go, all right, look, your people can watch this from their rooms and shit if they want to. Mm-hmm. But you're going to have to pay X amount of millions of dollars.
You didn't know that?
Or we're going to put a barrier up. So your hotel can't watch.
The Strip View rooms also... Like, you know how you don't have to see the strip just because you're in that hotel. But if you see the strip view, they are jacking the prices of those rooms up big time because people are going to watch it from there. Right?
Michael B says Stephen Paddock will have to lead them more. No, I don't think they need that kind of situation. For a restaurant or club with 1,500 seats, the tab would soar to a whopping $2.25 million.
Yeah.
$1,500 per head for licensing rights, according to a letter the venues obtained by the Post.
It's incredible.
So, yeah, Formula One is sending out all these things that said, hey, if you're a venue, because they've got a lot of like sidewalk cafes and bars and shit like that. And they're like, hey, if you want to be able to have your people see the races, your customers, you got to pay $1,500 a head.
You know what location I'd like to be at if I got to be there? Beer Park. It'd be perfect.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty
I'd love
good
Beer
view.
Park.
If clubs and restaurants refuse to pony up, sales reps for F1, owned by billionaire John Malone's Liberty Media. By the way, quick side note, John Malone, the billionaire who owns Formula One, which there's a shitload of money in.
Don't say it.
He owns Liberty Media, which owns Sirius XM satellite radio. So if you're wondering how is Sirius XM still alive, it's because it's funded by a billionaire who's using it as a write-off, basically. Has warned that obstructions like barricades, stands, and light stanchions could end up ruining the race for their customers, according to a source. They are literally shaking down people, saying they will obstruct views unless they pay them.
Okay.
I mean, look, you can say whatever you want. I think that's smart business.
It is. It is smart business. They have this huge get coming to town.
Yeah.
They've repaved Las Vegas Boulevard for this with special pavement. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they had the whole thing shut down earlier this year, trying to like redo the entire strip just for this.
Yeah, like Formula One doesn't give a shit. They've sold their tickets. They've got the event. They're getting their
rooms are booked.
They've got their bookings. So if they can make a little extra money squeezing it out of the restaurants and the hotels,
and they'll pay it.
Yeah, and if not, we're gonna put a barrier up and block your view.
And you know what that means? People are gonna pay it because people don't go to certain places without that view. Like
Formula One is rich people racing.
It is. It's definitely rich people racing, but like places like the Eiffel Tower restaurant, Mon Ami, Beer Park, all them, people don't go to those without the views they provide.
Amanda Hugginkiss with a great point. This is the difference between corporate Vegas and mob Vegas. Formula One could not have pulled this shit in old mob Vegas.
No.
You could not.
No.
You could not have gone to the Outfit, as they were called. You could not have gone to fucking Murder Inc. What's their names? Bugsy Siegel and God damn it, I know this. The Accountant.
Oh,
Meyer Lansky.
Yep.
Meyer Lansky. You couldn't go to Lansky and Siegel and be like, hey, you guys, your restaurants and your bars on the strip, they're going to pay $1,500 a head. They would take a toothpick out of their mouth and go, we're going to do what now?
What was that?
And you have one chance to take it back when you realize who the fuck you're talking to. And then if you take it back, they'll forget anything happened.
Yeah.
If you don't take it back, there's holes in the desert already dug for the Formula One people.
Later, like off the show or something, if you want to look at shits and giggles, get a strip view room for that weekend in any of the resorts. Go to Harrah's. Go to a cheap one. Go to Link. See how much that costs you.
Go Fuck Yourself says, Meyer Lansky, you mean Hyman Roth? Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Golden Loaf Piggy, the E-Beggar Supreme. Yeah, Irv Gotti. Yeah, different Murder Inc. Not the Ja Rule Murder Inc. No, Roots Calhoun, not Ashanti either. Guys, different Murder Inc. I think, you know what? We're talking about different decades. That's all. There's just
a little disconnect.
Yes, a little disconnect. Michael B says the Kansas City guys would not go for this. No.
This Las Vegas, if you're looking to make some money, if you're Formula One, that's the place to go. I think that and maybe like a Dubai or something like that.
Sid Saraf says Link isn't cheap anymore. There's still some
cheap weekends.
There's still some good cheap ones. Become a Caesars Rewards member. You'll get all kinds of good deals.
If you sign up for like anyone's rewards and you just use them a little bit, they'll comp you quickly.
During the week. You can get comp during the week.
During the week, yes.
Pretty much anywhere. Weekend, I don't know, man. Like, if you go to like Harrah's or Link, you could probably do a weekend, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday night for like $200 with fees. Total.
Yeah, and I mean that's no different than the stupid Holiday Inn we book around here.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Yeah.
All right, we'll move on from the Formula One stuff on to I love these two. These are my favorite. Like as far as dysfunctional couples goes, and like watching people slowly burn out and like shrivel and die.
Okay.
This Croy Bierman and Kim Zolciak are my two favorite people in the entire world. I love these two. The divorce that they were going to have couldn't happen because they're both pig-headed gambling addicts, and they owe way too much money to the IRS. I think they owe $1 million or something like that.
It was
to the
about
IRS.
$1 million, and then
They owe $1 million to the IRS. They owe like $100,000 to different casinos for markers they didn't
Gambling.
pay back. And they were going to get divorced because they hate each other's guts, and they were saying terrible things about each other. They were calling the police on each other. And now the most awkward thing happened. They found out that they can't get divorced because they're too broke, and now they've called off the divorce, and now they have to pretend that they're okay with each other. It's the most awkward thing.
I did see something like that. Like, oh, they might be bickering, but they'll still go to the same restaurant together and stuff like that. Just weird, dumb stuff.
Well, now they've released all of the body cam footage from that night they called the cops on each other.
Okay.
And now they're saying that since this footage now came out, that they might split up again. Which, why don't you just do what the de Blasios are doing? Live together, stay married, and just date other people.
Other people.
You two are not going to work out.
I mean, how many kids are there?
4?
You got to at least, you got to pick one of them. Either stay together and date other people and just pretend it's cool so the kids don't really like see anything wrong with it.
Yeah.
Or you got to split. You got to split.
Well, here's the footage that they released of these two the night they both called the cops on each other. I think we saw this. She's in
We saw
the
some of this
kitchen.
one.
Yeah. Those giant fake tits of hers.
Yeah, I'm
So
listening.
low.
Okay. He has been so aggressive.
Like something's wrong with his mind.
And
Like something's
so
not right for him.
ugly.
Like I'm serious. Like
And
please.
he has been
So that's the thing that pissed him off, apparently, when this all went public, is she basically said to the cops that he has CTE because he's a professional football player. And that apparently did not sit well with him. But it's like, you guys called the cops on each other. What did you think was going to happen? The body cam footage was going to come out, and it was going to show that you guys had nothing but glowing things to say about the person you just called the cops on?
Yeah, what were you going to say? Like, look, I really love him and I just want to help him.
He's
And
just a great guy. I don't even know why I
great
called.
dick.
Yeah.
following her around
Screaming like in my face
the
like
house,
this.
and she went down to the basement bedroom, and he
I put a chain around the door with a lock, and he fucking took like cutters or something.
For no reason at all. That's always what happens. For absolutely no reason at all, these men just lose their minds and just start punching women because they enjoy doing it. No reason at all. There was no instigation, no argument, no shit said, no threats made, nothing like that. She was just minding her own business. She was doing a crossword puzzle on her phone. She was playing Sudoku because she likes to keep her mind sharp.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, he flew off the handle in a CTE rage and just started hitting and smacking and threatening and throwing and breaking shit. That's how it always happens. If you've listened to any woman ever in history, you'll know that they've never done anything wrong. And these guys just start hitting and threatening out of nowhere.
They're a victim.
They're a victim.
There's never any instigation.
Ma'am, what did you do to contribute to this fight? How dare you even ask such a question? Are you saying you don't believe me?
No, let me change that for you. How could you say that? Can't you see him crying?
aggressive.
Right, that's why I'm questioning you.
Yeah.
Anytime I see a woman crying, I go, all right, what'd you do?
What did you do,
Yeah.
though?
Aggressive and aggressive to the point of no return.
All right, so now here's his side of
So
things.
wait, she's pretending he's acting like a rabid dog and just lashing out organically.
Would you like to hear his side of things?
I would love to.
By the way, this is after they patched things up real nice.
Oh yeah, going out to restaurants with
Yeah.
kids.
What's going on, sir?
I'm in the process of dealing with a difficult situation with my wife. And I know a lot of this is on record, we're in the public eye, but in the process of divorcing my wife, dealing with...
Oh, this was just before they got back together. So they got back together after this. Then the footage
Yeah.
came out and they went, what the fuck did you say about me?
Right, because he just said, I'm in the process of divorcing. my
Well,
wife."
then both of them, that's even more of a reason for them not to be upset about this footage coming out. You guys were in the process of divorcing each other. What were you going to say? Super nice shit?
Right. I would assume if you're getting divorced, you're probably willing to say some evil things.
Yes.
Significant issues. I've asked her to kindly leave our bedroom so I could shower in privacy. I don't trust her. She's refusing to leave. She's a narcissist. And so she's playing her games. I just kindly asked her to leave so I could use the space. This doesn't have to be a big deal. I don't care where she goes.
Yeah, as I listen to these two people, he sounds insane and she sounds completely reasonable.
Oh, that's funny, Aaron, because I was sitting here thinking, wow, he seems remarkably measured and calm and reasonable, and she seems a bit unhinged.
Oh, really? No, this guy definitely looks like CTE to me.
You know what? I need my eyes checked.
I mean, it's just every fucking time. I'm sorry. And then dumb bitches like her, they learn like 4 therapy words so they can dodge responsibility for all their horse shit. Like this guy, the cops would go, well, he seems incredibly calm and rational about the whole thing. Well, yes, that's him gaslighting me. No, you're shouting and going insane, and he's not playing your game. He's not following you into shouting. He's going to get more calm the more excited you get to highlight what a lunatic you're acting like and how he's being civil about this.
So she said he's gaslighting, and he called her a narcissist.
No, I'm saying like women like her will do that. They'll be like, oh, yeah. Although she probably did say that about him.
He did call her a narcissist and said she's playing games.
No women are ever narcissists. Never, ever in a million years, especially mothers. They are never narcissists. It never has happened ever in history.
And when they are a mother and they're a narcissist, I bet they never say, oh, it's for the kids.
No, never.
It's for the kids.
It never happens, you guys.
It's always for her.
It's always the guy's fault. He's a
Always.
piece of shit. I mean, you see this guy, he sounds like a psychopath. He sounds like a crazy person ranting and raving outside his home.
Sleeps doesn't bother me whatsoever. I just kindly wanted to go to shower and go to bed. And,
Oh, wow. Normal.
She's refusing to leave the bathroom.
What was the argument? She's
Well,
in the bathroom.
it's been a massive problem.
Okay,
It's
what's
been,
going on tonight?
Right, tonight, walked in the bathroom after I had gotten the kids to bed, shut up the house, turned the lights off. I said, would you please leave so I can shower? Nope.
What was she
Absolutely
doing
not.
in the bathroom?
Sitting there. And she had no reason to be in there. She's on the phone. She's talking on the phone to somebody.
You're going to
I
tell me
said,
you don't
"Would
have another
please leave so I can
bathroom?
shower?" Nope, not leaving. Absolutely not. You're going to lock me out of the room. I'm not sleeping here. You need to sleep somewhere else and all this I just said, I just want to shower and go to bed.
So the
Again, I can't believe he's being so violent and hitty and crazy.
That is
I can't believe how
unnerving, really.
crazy this guy is. He wanted to shower.
Somebody help me, though. You don't have another bathroom you can go shower in or another bedroom in that
He wanted to
house.
kick her out because fuck her. That's why.
Yeah, and that's why she stayed in there.
Right.
Because
These two are. Ugh.
made
it
for
all
each
started
other.
because you were trying to shower and
Yes.
she was just sitting in the bathroom.
Yeah, she
You
would not
asked her
leave,
to-
and I do not feel comfortable around my wife any longer. I do not want to.
Although, if you are going to beat and threaten and intimidate a woman, you have to do it wearing a shirt that says "Beast" on it. That is pretty on par.
Well, the Nike swoosh. Just
Yeah.
do it.
around
Right.
her in any form or fashion in that manner. I just want to fucking shower and go to bed, man.
Okay,
Ooh,
I
he's tired.
speak that language. That is a language of a man who has had it and is tired of dealing with a woman. Is that little thing at the end where he goes, I just want to shower. Like, you realize you're explaining to the cops these heady issues, these serious things, and it's that feeling of hopelessness where you realize she's never going to understand or work with you on these big heady things because you go, I just want to shower. She won't even let you shower. You can't even shower in your
Right.
own home.
You
That's
can't-
where she's at.
You can have that little, just comfort of home.
So you have that feeling of defeat in your voice at the very end when he realizes, he's like, oh shit, all this really heavy shit I'm laying on the cops here doesn't matter because I just want to shower.
I wasn't even allowed to shower.
I need to get
just
the
go
cops to
bed.
my house so I can take a fucking shower.
Yikes.
Okay. And you saying it was just a verbal argument.
Yes, just a verbal argument. Correct.
Okay. Have you anyone been drinking tonight?
She might have had a glass of wine. I have not known.
Uh,
You cannot go in my home.
Well, actually, we can.
She called us so.
No.
All right.
All right, look.
So you can separate that. Per the that's what call here, wherever she wants to talk to us.
Well, yeah, that's fine. But I'm saying right now, you are not. Once you make contact with her, then whatever.
Yeah, we have. Dispatch has. So,
I understand, but not physical contact.
alright, sir, let's not do the power struggle here.
There is no power struggle. I'm simply exercising my rights as a person.
What?
Oh boy. Yeah.
What was that? There is no what? I'm exercising my rights. What did he say?
I don't know. It's just the two of them are fucking insane. So is this? Yeah, okay, this is the kitchen one. All right, so we've gone in a circle. I don't know. Like, I've seen people like her before.
People are always very willing to believe the woman who's crying too and think that, oh, that guy must have been a big bad dude, overpowering this poor lady.
Yeah.
So
First of all, those tits could beat up anybody.
right. Just body somebody with your tits.
Golden Loaf Piggy, the E-Beggar Supreme, says he was so mad about how I swallowed his load, he started beating me relentlessly.
Okay, sure.
Exactly. Brian Boswick says, wow, didn't know Aaron was pro-domestic abuse. I didn't say I was pro-domestic abuse.
What?
I'm calling bullshit on this woman's story.
That
Where
guy
this woman
wasn't
goes,
being
oh,
abusive.
yeah, he was being threatening to me. Oh, yeah, just out of nowhere. I mean, you did nothing to instigate any of this shit.
Right. I think that's almost the opposite of being pro-domestic abuse. It sounds like
Yeah.
we're saying the opposite.
I'm calling bullshit on everyone in this story. Ice Wall, last name Oakham, says Ike Turner's psychologist told him to listen to his heart, so he did. Beat, 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 beat. Aaron had Ike Turner's greatest hits. Shower was code for beat and threaten her, says P. Fletch. Oh, see.
I just wanted to beat her and go to bed.
I didn't know that part.
Oh.
Oh, we got some interesting breaking news we can take a look at in just a second. William Halverson says, my ex tried this shit on me when I went in a different room to avoid the shit. Next thing I know, the cops are there.
Eek.
Yeah, I mean, you got to get the fuck out of there.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I mean, you got to
I
get the fuck
mean-
out of there at that point.
Jesus Christ, I'm glad I've never been through something like that.
All right, whoever this person is, they're spurging out about Africa and shit. I'm just going to cut them loose. Jesus Christ.
Can't be like that.
Trying to have a little fun with a domestic violence story, and all of a sudden this guy's like, and the black man in Africa. I was like, maybe this show isn't for you if we're that high-strung about the whole deal.
That was a bit spicy.
Woof, that guy has serious problems with Africa, I believe. Brian Boswick says, blink twice if you're in trouble, April. No, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. Whenever it comes to like domestic situations like this, I can tell you right now that both of them are putting up an act
In front
to
of
get
people.
in front of the cops to get them on their side. And the cops have probably seen this a million times, and they're just going, oh, fuck, this is going to be pointless.
Those are two people that shouldn't be staying in the same place together any longer.
I disagree. I only want those two
What?
staying with each other.
I don't think they're good for anybody else, but they certainly can't exist in that home together.
Yeah, if they don't stay with each other,
At least if they're not in the same home together, then there isn't a reason for cops to be out
but
there.
if they're not with each other, they shouldn't be allowed to be with anybody else. I don't wish them on anybody.
No, I don't wish a guy named Croy on anyone.
Sydney Shaw says that pace and everything in it was paid for from the things he did, and she's along for the ride. Well, yeah, because she does what? The Real Housewives of Atlanta.
I don't know.
And he was a professional football player. But it doesn't sound like they saved their money.
No, it sounds like they're gambling it away.
Yeah, it sounds like it might be gone. Well, boys and girls, we got about 40 minutes until we rattle the offering plate here and see if we can knock out the rest of that goal today. We started at 200. We got you 50 ahead with some very generous stuff, shall we say. So let's knock out the rest of that 165. We're $35 in tonight. Let's go on a little bit of a rally here. Let's knock that out and do a half hour of overtime. Thank you to everybody watching both on YouTube and on Rumble. I love that Rumble YouTube balance is kind of like 50-50.
It's nice.
At this point. I love that the Rumble thing is growing. Thank you guys very much. But Streamlabs, PayPal, let's keep us on the air. Let's keep us going. 165 away. Let's get within striking distance. We are so close. We have I have so much news on this Carly Russell woman. We're going to have some of it tonight and some of it tomorrow.
It's overwhelming almost.
Believe it or not, she got fired from her job.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. You can't steal and keep your job?
Well, I mean, steal. I mean, I can't believe they would fire a woman who's just been through hell and back like she has, abducted for a weekend, fighting tooth and nail to, get free and
Save
and
that kid on the interstate.
you get back. Yeah, save that toddler from the from the interstate hell that he was coming into, and also got back to the people who love her and fought heroically. And then a place just goes and fires her like that.
Not only that, her boyfriend dumped her.
No, her boyfriend did not dump her, actually. Her boyfriend just deleted everything about her from social media. I thought that meant dumping her.
I certainly would too.
But no, he was actually online yesterday telling people to stop bullying her and stop criticizing her, which, by the way, with the internet,
Okay, but
always works.
if you're that guy, you don't have any red flags. You're not waving any red flags. Like, oh, I kind of want to know what she was up to, since that wasn't.
Love is blind.
Really? I've
is blind.
got to say, if it was you or any other dude I'm with and you suddenly disappeared for 48 hours and then I didn't know anything else, I don't know.
What?
I mean, that
Seems
not
totally normal. We do have a breaking news update, though, on Carly Russell.
Okay.
She has now admitted to lying about her abduction and the toddler in distress. So it's over. Our long national nightmare is over. And Carly Russell has now admitted that she's a lying sack of shit.
I have an important question before you move on from that statement.
Yes.
You go to jail for that, don't you?
Oh, yeah, that's filing false reports.
Thank Christ, because you took time away from the authorities when they could have been saving somebody from an actual abduction.
Jussie Smollett is going through that right now.
You should go to prison for this shit.
Let's check it out. Let's see what we find out.
Case of a missing Alabama woman whose disappearance captured the nation still has more questions than answers. Carly Russell is now home safe. The 25-year-old disappeared Thursday after she pulled over on the interstate after spotting a child on the shoulder. Her parents released a statement tonight saying they will not be bullied into giving more information while police investigate.
Bullied?
Oh, this was before she made the admission. I thought maybe this was her big admission. But Carly Russell's story about being abducted after stopping at the side of a road to help a distressed toddler was a lie.
Thank you,
her lawyer
Maury.
said in a statement. Yeah, you really need a thorough investigation to figure that one out. I mean, you could tell the cops were calling bullshit right away, but they can't. They're not allowed to.
Even the parents saying we won't be bullied into telling you what our daughter went through.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
We won't be bullied into giving information about a really traumatic experience that could possibly, help stop another woman from being abducted and catch a guy who's
Lead to
stealing
capturing
people.
this guy.
Yeah, or a human trafficking ring or whatever. Yeah.
That's what I'd be worried about. If somebody steals, what is she, 25? A hot
25-year-old.
A very attractive 25-year-old. That sounds like sex trafficking to me.
Right.
You want to stop that.
No, they won't be bullied.
Could have been your daughter.
Yeah. Friendo says, women don't lie. My mom told me I'm good looking and my wife says I have a big dick. Well, Friendo, those things could still be true. Don't beat yourself up, buddy. Don't beat yourself up. But now, apparently she's now come forward and said, yeah, you guys are all right. I fucking lied about the whole thing. By the way, hit like, hit subscribe. Thank you guys for supporting the show.
Thank you.
165 away. The 25-year-old from Alabama told police she was kidnapped after stopping to help a toddler on the evening of July 13th. She came back home 2 days after the alleged abduction. Her family had stuck by her story, even after police publicly expressed skepticism. What's really interesting about this is she had her family, backing her up, and she had her family just using up all of their credibility to defend her, and now she just leaves them high and dry like this.
Yeah, that does seem, the whole thing is selfish. I just can't wait to hear what she was actually doing. That's what I'm looking forward to.
However, Hoover Police Department Chief Nicholas Durzis on Monday said Miss Russell's attorney, Emery Anthony, had now provided a statement on Monday saying there was no kidnapping. Oh, by the way, Crime Stoppers had to walk back a pledge to return almost $63,000 in donations to help find Carly Russell after this 25-year-old's kidnapping story fell under suspicion. More than $63,000 was raised during the 2-day search, but the organization that offers anonymous tips about criminal activity now said the money will not be returned after initially making the promise.
Wasn't there a GoFundMe as well?
No, that was people were
one.
confusing that
Okay.
for a GoFundMe. Yeah.
That's still
So Crime
a lot
Stoppers raised $63,000 because of this woman's fake abduction. And now after telling people they would give it back, one of the bookkeepers came to Crime Stoppers and went, "We already spent it."
God.
And they're like, "On what?" And they rolled up in the Ecto-1, the Ghostbusters car, and they were like, "It's pretty badass, right?
Pretty cool, right?
We can't
Who are you
return
going to
that."
call?
Exactly.
Crime Stoppers.
More than $63,000 raised during the 2-day search will
Ugh.
now not be returned.
Ew, how gross does that feel?
The statement read, "There was no kidnapping on Thursday, July 13th. My client did not see a baby on the side of the road. She was just stealing money from work, trying to score some dick."
I'd like to point out this is an 11-day turnaround from the moment that she was abducted to admitting there was no kidnapping.
Yeah, it didn't take very long.
11 days for the whole thing to come around.
But that's also like, what's his name? Smollett. Like that fell apart pretty quick too. He just kind of hung in there till the bitter end.
When nothing you're saying adds up, it's got to fall apart.
Zen Rhino says if Crime Stoppers was smart, they would give that money back because they're going to get a class action lawsuit and have to pay out way more.
I'm sure there's got to be a few in there at least that gave a couple $1,000s.
Yeah, you would think there were some pretty generous people who really thought that money was going to help somebody who really, really needed it.
Yes.
All right. 165 away from tonight's goal. Become one of the 2.6%ers that keep this show on the air. Keep this thing going. Streamlabs, PayPal, Super Chats, memberships. We started well ahead tonight. Hopefully we can knock the whole thing out. There's the links in the chat. They're also pinned to the top of the page. Streamlabs, PayPal, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. Let's get in there and knock that out. Half hour away from rattling this year offering plate.
We're having fun. I want to knock this out.
Trying to get that money, as it were. Okay, now we are entering a very serious... this is where the title of tonight's episode came from. Cringe burgers for dinner. First of all, we were making fun of that Mark guy from last night.
Making fun of us, right?
Yeah, but second of all, these next couple, it has to do with white people and white celebrities, especially doing rap songs.
Oh.
Which I can't recommend less. Not a good idea. And the two people involved, Marjorie Taylor Greene and Bam Margera.
Not a good start.
Yes, the two of them both decided to appear in rap songs about themselves and how badass they are.
They're performing.
Yeah. They're performing.
I don't know which one I'm more cringed out by.
Okay, this is fun. We're going to play both of them tonight. What do you guys think? Who's going to have the more cringe rap song? Marjorie Taylor Greene or Bam Margera?
I'm actually going to guess Bam. I think
Okay.
this is more cringe.
Andrew Zodiac says, okay, shoot me now. John Cougar Concentration Camp, that is a very funny name.
Oh, wow.
With $5 says, Cringe Burgers, my favorite. Well,
Nice.
I hope you're ready for a buffet.
Thank you.
Follow
that guy.
We're going to do the Marjorie Taylor Greene one first. Now, luckily, most of her time in this video is just spent being in the video as the guy raps about her.
Okay.
There you see an old classic car with a "Don't Tread on Me" license plate.
As you do.
So they're gonna be rapping about Marjorie Taylor Greene and just how much they love her and how she's rescuing the country.
Sure.
By showing Hunter Biden's dick all over Congress.
And calling Lauren Boebert a little bitch.
And calling Lauren Boebert a little bitch. And basically, these two are about to have a fist fight on the House floor and call each other stank ass hoes. I'm here for it.
But then they end up making out. It's fine.
Yeah, they do end up fucking at the end, which is there's this weird sexual tension, and that's probably where this whole thing started.
It's where my interest peaked.
Yeah, so here we go. The song's called MTG. It's very creative. It's by a guy named Forgiato Blow.
Forgiato Blow. Yeah.
I must be
I
just
have
out
no
of the
idea.
loop. Let's check it out. You said which one's going to be more cringe?
I think Bam's is going to
Okay.
be worse.
The
Yeah.
Democrats are a party of pedophiles. They support
Solid start.
Hot start. Okay.
I'm for it.
grooming children. Even Joe Biden, the president himself, supports children being sexualized and having transgender surgeries. Sexualizing children is what pedophiles do to children.
It's kind of a bummer for the start of a upbeat hip hop song, but
Yeah, I do
Okay.
feel gross listening to it.
I mean, what's the song? one of my favorite rap songs of all time starts with a guy just, being confronted in front of his girl and then being shot in Natural Born Killers. So there is that. So cringe starts can happen.
I'd like that chair for
pedophiles do
Christmas.
to children.
MTG, Mega's MVP. MTG, Mega's MVP.
You get it? And now she's sitting on a throne, you see? And she's MTG. She's Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's MAGA's MVP.
Thank you for breaking that down for me.
Yeah, like the MAGA movement. She's the one. So they're going to
It's
rap.
making me want to join the movement.
They're going to rap
right?
about her, yeah.
MTG, Mega's MVP. MTG, Mega's MVP.
Is this like what rappers do when they're not good enough to get a deal, right? They just do like conservative raps because it's kind of like conservative comedy. There's not that many of them.
I don't know.
So you just go like Tom McDonald. Tom McDonald could never get a record deal just doing his shit, so he does like anti-woke raps.
I guess.
And then Crowder fans
Eat it out.
like they're ready to move on from Crowder. He's too soft. Fuck Billy Joel parodies. And they go to Tom McDonald. They're like, oh man, this must be hardcore gangster rap, man. Here we go.
Then you got her. She's recently divorced, and she's got all these guys, and she's like the center of a music video. That's gonna be Dick Central, right?
I mean, she's a guy who looks like the Funkasaurus from WWE is rapping about her. And again, this is just a guy who was probably at a SoundCloud. It wasn't going very well. He couldn't get a deal. And then all of a sudden he's like, I know. I'll start rapping about like lower taxes and MAGA and shit and how the wokies are brokies. And I think I've got myself my first album.
If you're her, how do you find time to get in a music video?
She's a congresswoman. She ain't that fucking busy.
Oh.
Crats get back, boom. Reporters even get slapped. They spreading all these rumors cause Marjorie be spitting big facts. Deep state in the left always hating. When they gonna let Joe about that basement? Marjorie, I really love what you do. Keep calling rhinos out. No one does it better than you.
This is honestly, if you're her, this is great. I'm sure she probably feels the best about herself she's ever felt.
Oh yeah, a divorced white woman with a
yeah.
black guy basically sucking on her toes. I'm sure she's in heaven.
Probably.
Yeah.
A real businesswoman, AOC's a featherweight.
Hold on.
She looks so uncomfortable.
Hold on. Black guy. Sorry.
A southern belle, a little hood, watch her shake and bake. Divorce, that's all y'all gotta bring up. Yeah, watch her drain the swamp, cause she know they corrupt. She's fighting for our children, she's fighting for our freedom. She's fighting for the Jan 6, she's fighting good versus evil.
I don't think he's black.
He's bad. Well, whatever he is, he's not good.
No.
As they say, this guy ain't got bars.
I'll say it again, though. I don't think Bams is going to live up to this one.
MTG, Mega's MVP. MTG, Mega's MVP.
No, stop making her do that.
Don't. Yeah, she's better when she's not doing that.
She wasn't like, she didn't suck. Like this hasn't, like the song's terrible, but like her role in it wasn't awful until you made her mouth
Except
the MAGA part.
Except she looks remarkably uncomfortable.
Yeah.
MTG, Mega's MVP. MTG, Mega's MVP. She's a boss. She don't rock with trans Tifa cause they soft. Them liberal tears can't save you, wipe them off. You know we reppin' 45, he never lost. Watch a real Georgia peach go and set it off.
But I think
This really is just like a paint by numbers conservative wet dream song, isn't it? It's
It
just
is.
like, okay, did I bring up January 6th yet? Good. Did I bring up trans people yet? Okay, good. Did I say woke? Okay, that's good. Did I
feel like she needed to do more in this. She either needed to do more or do less because she looks too like out of her element right now. She probably should have skipped this.
Forgiato Blow, as he's known in the streets, Tom Wackdonald. Oh, fuck, I fucked my goddamn joke up. Son of
What upsets me the most, Benny, is the fact that everyone in Washington has known about the Biden crimes for a very long time, and they've done nothing about it. But yet regular Americans, they go to jail if they don't pay their taxes. They go to jail if they walk in the Capitol.
It's a very cheap smoke machine, by the way. It looks like a guy might
good.
just be sitting by a little like a campfire that they made in there and just fanning it himself with a blanket.
A few people are actually just vaping.
Yeah, that's all it is. You just got guys blowing clouds out. And it's just...
Escorted by Capitol Police like Jacob Chansley did.
That's a fucking killer rap song, I gotta tell you.
Oh my God, that was pretty terrible.
And by the way, the Bam Margera video we're about to do, it's a rap song too.
What's his about? All the people that have wronged him?
Just being Bam and shit. Yeah, he's shitting on people. How'd you know? Have you heard the song?
I feel like he has a theme.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Let's go to the listener comments on this one. We've got hack.
It did seem hack.
Your overall music taste is pretty terrible, but you make up for it with your taste in rap music. Thank you, Kmart Ready. I know it hurts you very much to say that to me. I appreciate it. Tupac is dead, but this guy is alive, says Matthew Jenkins. Well, yeah. I mean, in order to be killed for your rap music, people have to have heard it first.
Yeah, nobody said life was fair.
Right. Come on, guys. Life is unfair. Get used to it. Aaron needs to do one of these videos for April.
Oh, no. No.
I
feel like we're not there yet.
Tom McDollar Tree. I don't hate it. Matthew Quall calling him Dollar Tree Tom McDonald. Oh, Bam is a victim. Shut your mouth, says Cocktail. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
Stevie asking if you're mad at them, the listeners.
Mad at the listeners?
Yeah, for making them watch that. Are you mad at them and you're punishing them?
No, it's simple, guys. It's for unity. We missed by what, 155 this morning? And we're down 165 right now. But no, I'm not mad at you. I still think we're going to knock that goal out. I had to watch it, so you had to watch it.
I would like to knock that goal out.
165 away, guys. Let's all chip in a little bit. Let's knock that out. We even got, with Fairline jumping back aboard, we knocked out this morning's goal. We started tonight at 200. Tomorrow, we're starting $80 ahead. Let's see if we can get there, guys. We appreciate it. I know times are tough, but this is a listener-supported show. It only stays on the air thanks to your generosity. Okay, Bam Margera also, for now. Also, Bam Margera decided to get in on the hip-hop game.
I think he shouldn't. You probably skip it.
He does have better things to do.
Are we going to get a nice crack-fueled rap here?
You don't think he's going to look well put together, perhaps like clean-shaven and showered and healthy?
Guessing not.
He went to Lamar Odom's drug place for like 4 days.
Yeah, 4 days. This guy, this recovered drug addict himself that gave you luxury rehab.
Right.
You only stayed for 4 days.
And then he went to Las Vegas, so he's cured. He's good. You know what? Let's let the music do the talking.
Oh man, I could never fuck with snakes. I feel like I'm bad. Phoenix the wolf, I had to rise from the ashes. I had to take a lesson from the darkness. Yeah, watch me at the Family Fun Center. I'm on a slip and slide.
What?
Now I think you're mad at me.
What the fuck is he even
I win this
about?
one. His is
you know
way
what
worse.
sucks is he goes and hangs out with people who are still mystified by the fact that he's Bam because they'll get him drugs.
Yeah, that's true. Like, hey, buddy, I got this. You want to come back and have some fun with me?
Exactly. Oh, my God, we're hanging out with Bam Margera. Whereas people who aren't low-life scumbag losers would go, dude, I'm not hanging out with Bam Margera. He's falling apart as a human being.
I would not be caught dead hanging out with him in Vegas.
These kids, I'm guaranteeing he doesn't know these people. They reached out to him like, dude, you want to be in a rap song with our band? And they're probably, SoundCloud rappers. And
he doesn't even know the name of the band.
Right. They ran into Bam Margera. You can say whatever you want about your ex-friends and all that shit. Just come do a rap song with us, buddy. And we got all kinds of stuff for you.
Come shit all over Lee, bro.
I'm on a slip and slide. And I'm naked as shit. And I'm sliding aside 10 motherfuckers with a dick 10 feet wide.
Ew.
That doesn't sound physically possible.
Sounds off-putting.
Yeah, a dick 10 feet wide. What are you going to do with it?
What do you think different? Oh, different. Get it? Wow. Different.
Different. Yes.
They're different.
What does it mean?
This room looks like it smells.
Right. This is where they record their SoundCloud songs. And they got Bam in there because they've got heroin or coke or something.
At least in the Marjorie Taylor Greene video, I assume it just smells like donut-scented vape.
Right. This one, it's patchouli, a lot of it.
This smells like patchouli and drugs and ass.
Oh yeah, woo-dee-woo, oh no, yeah, look what I can do. So drop the mittens in the ring, double dare Knoxville, he's gonna be there.
So he's challenging Johnny Knoxville in the fight. Is that with the 10-inch wide dick, or is that on the slip and slide, or is he...
He's going to slap him with the...
He's going to slap him with the...
Oh, he said feet wide, by the way, not inch.
Oh, 10-foot wide dick.
Yeah.
I mean, that is like trying to carry a new lawnmower on your back 3 miles away because it said free. And people are like, dude, I get it. That's a cool thing to have. But why are you doing that? You can't do anything with it.
So, I've actually only carried a lawnmower on my back twice down the block.
Fair enough.
I don't know what you've done with your life.
So find out if he has the stuff to find out when I'm gonna fuck you up.
Oh, that was a big one. See, they liked that line. These guys have never heard skills like Bam Margera's before.
The auto-tune in the back is killing me.
It's good. They just discovered how to do that on their MacBook.
Stand back and laugh. Step in the ring. Pussy. 5 years later, I hit pause and he revved a motorcycle in my house at fucking 6 a.m. till I ran out. Opened up the door and stepped on all these fucking tacks. You ruined my fucking money makers and you ruined what I love. Professionals? I'm the only one who's pro. Just because Wee Man can do a nose slide on a fucking 1 foot curb
That's you
does
over
not
10
mean he's a
years
pro.
ago.
You do not get little kid points.
He sounds like he's better.
He sounds better. He looks great, apparently, although I thought that was a clip from over 10 years ago of him.
I believe it may have been.
Not recent.
Seems like he's doing okay, though.
Sound of mind.
And Steve-O, he skates, but he can barely do a rail slide on a fucking flat bar. Meanwhile, we have...
You're 50 years old! All of ya!
I'm so confused.
Stop it! You don't need to know who can ollie higher anymore.
Steve-O, you can't even do a 50-inch rail, bro.
Steve-O can't work a half pipe. He can't kickflip anymore, bro.
God,
Steve-O's bullshit.
This is way worse than the last one. I would listen to the last one 5 times before I had to do this.
Fair enough. Bam can still ollie and kickflip. That may be true. But you know what Steve-O can do that you can't do? Stay off of drugs.
Do you think he can still ollie and kickflip?
Oh, for sure,
I don't think
bro.
so.
Corey Juno, Nigel Houston, Chris Joslin, all these motherfuckers breaking their ass. I talked to the Olympics and they all said this is fucked. But I love Steve-O big time. But man.
Hey, shit's all over him. Yeah, Bam's really not on drugs anymore. He's really got his shit together. Shit's all over his buddy on a recording and then goes, I love him though. He's great.
Yeah, I'm sure Steve-O's real impressed right now.
Fuck them all. Especially Tremaine. He's a greedy, fat fucking pussy who made us sign a contract that everybody could get hurt except him.
Oh, God, Steve-O responded to the diss track? Oh, with skateboarding videos. God, this is fucking awesome. Okay, wow. I can't wait to watch. I haven't seen this.
Hey, Bam. Steve-O here. I saw your rap song and...
Oh, no. I'm happy for Steve-O. I'm glad he's clean and everything else. It's so hard to watch people you watched as you were a kid get old.
Get old. It's troubling, actually.
Steve-O's looking 50.
You know what, though? For the type of life he's lived, I would have thought he'd look worse.
Look, he wasn't even supposed to be here.
No, I think he would look
good
worse.
For him.
So he's doing
Gotta say, it wasn't great. But the worst part about it was you attacked my skateboarding. And I know you're upset that I've been doing so well selling autographed Steve-O skateboards at steve-o.com. But
get a plug.
Come on, dude. You gotta admit, I rip. And everyone's gonna find out how much I rip right now when they watch this. Love you too, buddy.
Oh, God. So Bam put out a thing of him skateboarding years and years ago,
yeah.
So then Steve-O went ahead and did the same thing. This is fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Stop playing this song. Oh, they changed it a little.
What a fucking asshole. This is great.
Oh, Steve-O.
Good for Steve-O realizing how fucking stupid this is.
Right.
And just going, oh yeah, here's me skateboarding 10 years ago.
I'm stuck on it, yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, it is nice that Steve-O's not trying to save him anymore, and he's just like, you know what? Fuck this idiot.
I agree. It's probably healthier.
Yeah.
You can't, if you're Steve-O, you can't sit back and think, oh, I can still save him. That's going to be exhausting. It'll kill you.
Yeah, good for him for just kind of turning around and just going, yeah, fuck Bam. Good. Rupert's saying, Steve-O may not be able to skateboard anymore, but he can see his child.
You can see his child.
There you go.
You'll probably see the light of day.
Yes.
Usually he doesn't have to stay in a dark room.
Speak coherently.
Yep. Even with a tooth missing.
NF Caps writes, $33 trillion debt. We have a $33 trillion debt. Fuck Bam.
Oh.
Golden Loaf Piggy, the E-Beggar Supreme. Says, wonder what's going to smell worse, Bam, when his bloated, carotid body is found or when that dead whale exploded. Oh, man, you got a coin? I'll just flip it.
I have to say, like, as a girl, okay, let's think about this for a second. A lot of girls, I'll take myself for an instance, you go to a party and you look at dudes you might want to make out with. He's not one of them because you just have to imagine his breath smells like death.
Yeah.
You look at that guy and you're like, that smells disgusting.
Help Solve says, I feel a double dog dare coming. Oh, they might do a double dog dare. Oh, if they can't settle this skateboarding thing, I smell an ollie off.
Should be a trial by skating.
Chris drives 88 miles per hour, becoming a member for his second month. Says, which set of fake teeth is Steve-O on? 5 or 6. That might be generous.
Yeah.
You might be conservative there.
How many?
Loaded
teeth?
Wrench with $5 says, somebody match me. I agree. Match the guy.
Pay it forward, yeah.
Pay it forward a little bit. 160 away from tonight's goal. Let's knock that shit out. Everybody throw in a little bit. Streamlabs, PayPal, Rumble Rants, Super Chats, whatever you want to do. We're 160 away from tonight's goal.
We can do it.
Let's see if we can knock this thing out. Great support, by the way, tonight. Oh, God, pushing 400 for the first time in evening show history, guys. That's really great. Let's go ahead. MSO always roots for the goal when you're here. He roots against it when Johnny's here.
He's rooted against me on occasion.
Well, I think he's leaning into supporting you because
well,
we're 10 minutes away from rattling this bad boy right here and firing up the music and seeing if we can knock this thing out. It's 160 away from tonight's goal. Let's see if we can do this thing. Greasy N-word with $5 says, whenever Bam comes around, Steve-O will be the only one that will take him back. He's just that forgiving, and he knows what Bam is dealing with. I mean, maybe.
I feel like that's not healthy for Steve-O anymore.
Yeah, and I think that's why he kind of tapped out on him.
Thank you, Greasy.
Yeah, and thank you, Matthew Jenkins with $5. Says, I matched. Please no more cringe rap. I think I can be done with the cringe rap. Thank you, buddy.
Somebody match Matthew.
There you go. 150 away from nailing it tonight. Thank you guys very much. We're getting close.
Just little itty bits per person until this is,
look at what those
gone from you.
Look at what those 5 apiece do. Isn't that something? Streamlabs and PayPal, they go the furthest. Rumble, the second furthest. YouTube, third furthest. I never thought I'd say this, but I'm really happy for this Black China.
Angela White.
Angela White. I'm sorry. Is she going by her real name now?
She's been going by her real name.
I fucking love this bitch.
I do too.
Black China was gross and a pig and disgusting.
Money grubbing.
Just a trash piece of shit.
Yeah.
She decided, I don't know what happened. I think she had a kid.
She has a kid with Rob Kardashian.
Yeah. So she had a kid and the kid's growing up and she's like, I don't want my kid to see me as some reality slut. And so I'm ripping out all my implants. I'm undoing all my plastic surgery.
Finding Jesus,
going back to my name, Angela White, and I'm going to be
she's going to be a business gal.
I'm going to manage my brands, as they say. Thank you, Rexdart Parody account for the $5. Says $5 donation train. Choo choo. There you go. Everybody jump on that train. Black China was a fuck doll, says Golden Loaf Piggy.
Yeah.
Cast and Blast with $9.99 says, I like mayonnaise. Deal with it. I'm on mushrooms.
That is the best super chat. Somebody match that with another wild super chat.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's see who can come up with the best experience.
I love mayo. I love mayonnaise.
Well, you married it. 140 away from tonight's goal. Thank you very, very much. Angelica's doll says, I only see 120 viewers. Psst, we're on YouTube and Rumble and Facebook and Twitter. So you got to put them together. You got it. So Black China is now Angela White. I wanted to show you guys this because it really is an impressive transformation. And it also proves the point that while some women can get plastic surgery and certainly improve the way they look, some women, it's addition by subtraction. They don't look bad until they start fucking around with themselves.
And I have not seen this yet, but she looked very cartoonish before.
Well, here she is now.
See,
she looks fucking good.
That looks like a real woman, except for what's done to her face. You can't undo.
No, she undid the face stuff too, I think.
No, her lips still have fillers in them. You got to wait for those to break down.
Look, this was her back in the day, I think, right?
That does look like an old photo. You have to wait for the stuff in your face to break down.
Okay, so that you can't.
But
okay, so
her
that
body, look at
that's
that.
her before.
Yeah, that's not hot.
Ugh.
That is pretty.
And I'm sorry,
that
Marquise.
Dumper is whack, if I may.
Marquise, this is fucking disgusting.
That's not a normal fat ass.
I'm sorry,
that
buddy.
is a amalgamation of something. I don't know.
That's gross.
Somebody like hodgepodged a booty.
Look at that. That's so much. She had her. She had fillers from her cheeks and jawline removed.
Not her lips, though.
Well, no, you can't.
Look how
undo
fat
the
them lips are.
Look, what are you gonna do? This could be an after.
It might be. I mean, she looks good.
Yeah, those are. She doesn't have jaw fillers in there.
She's wearing a bunch of pink. That's probably for some Barbie thing.
Good for her.
Yeah, she looks really good. Yeah, I think her face still looks pretty wild, but
she doesn't look like. Yeah, but she doesn't look like somebody's fucked all now.
I don't understand why you'd want your butt to be protruding that way. You know what I mean? Like I enjoy a nice like athletic looking butt with some curves to it and stuff, but
Sure.
you got like she did one of these like
Yeah, she went with one you could put a glass on.
yes.
You could rest a drink on top
like
of her
that
ass.
Kim Kardashian picture from the black patent leather dress. Do you remember that one where she has champagne glass on her butt?
Right. Thank you very much to Hulkamash Baby. Says my overdue monthly dues and throws us $50 over
Wow.
on PayPal.
Thank you, Hulkamash.
Thomas says I'm in on that match, April. There you go.
Damn.
So there's 50 more or 60 more
Thank you, Thomas.
coming off. LOS with $4.99 says 2.6 represent. Mushrooms are tremendous. Whoa.
Thank you, LOS.
All right. $80 away, guys.
Look at
Great
that.
job. Thank you very much.
That was fantastic, you guys.
This
Thank you
audience
so much.
always comes up big for us, and we appreciate it.
It's always
Dan
humbling.
Snot says, I'll knock out the goal, but I want to hear the N-word. Nincompoop.
Nefarious.
Dan Snot says, it's not letting me donate. I would like to be a VIP. Well, you can do it via Rumble. There's the Streamlabs and
Venmo.
PayPal links.
There's a business Venmo.
Steel Toe Media Inc. Venmo. You can try that too, Dan, if you'd like to become a VIP. We aren't ordering for the VIPs for another couple weeks yet, so
Yeah,
you got
it's
your time.
it's a small list. I feel bad for the people that have been on it for a minute, though.
Well, we just sent some out a couple weeks ago,
Yes, I know.
so we're good there. Adam with $10 says, $10 hype train, Juju. No, it's Choo Choo, I believe. Choo Choo.
Thank you, Adam.
Is what he meant to say. $65 away because here comes Rupert with a $9.99 super chat.
Wow, you guys.
He says the problem with Angela White is that it gives us hope that people like that can change when they should be left behind.
I actually kind of agree with that. She does seem like a bit of an exception, not the rule. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I
It's just
I
good
don't
to
want
see
people to
one.
see people looking at her and be like, "Oh, I bet somebody else will do that. I can fix her." You know?
It's yeah, well, that's true too. Yeah, it's like one biker boyfriend you had that stopped
Yeah.
doing meth, and then like you think all the bikers will stop doing meth for you.
I think if you found a biker boyfriend that quit doing meth for you, you could probably keep that one.
Cocktiff says, "Can I be April's cornhole partner at the party? I really suck at it." Okay, here's what you have to do.
Ooh. You're the fourth one in line for me, so you all got to fight.
The party starts at 2. You got to get there and you got to ask. It's kind of a first come first serve thing.
I basically said there were 3 people in line for me. Grinch Girl, Halata Vagina, and somebody else. Now it's Cocktiff. I said whoever gets to me first.
And I believe Aaron's period pill and I have a standing date every year.
Yeah, you two really do go out.
So I
cornholing
think
together.
we go out cornholing as 2.
I've been with
I just want to thank Delco Lou real quick for the $10 over on Venmo. 55 away from
Thank you.
tonight's goal. Thank you very much, buddy.
I've been with Halata Vagina, I think, for 2 or 3 years in a row now.
Grinch Girl says, I'm going to be there super early. Better run to beat me. Remember, the party itself is free. You can just show up.
Right.
Cornhole tournament's $10, comedy shows $20, and we only have less than 20 spots. I think today there were a couple more orders, somewhere between 15 and 18 seats left. We've already sold out the first run of tickets. And then Cheetos goes, well, I'll add some seats. I'll take some
He
stuff
always
out, put
does.
some shit in. I'll pack it as full
Everyone
as possible.
wants to go to Stoney's.
If we end up, and we still have 2 or 3 weeks left of ticket sales, so if we end up, we'll probably get rid of these 16 or so, and then he's going to go $10 standing room only tickets after that.
I've gotten a lot of requests the last 3 years, I think, 2 or 3 years, about like getting name tags for your screen names out there. So I'm going to try to do that for you guys this year. You can really gay it up with that.
Perfect.
You can only go by your screen names.
Perfect, man. I see Corndiff in the chat. Corndiff, I owe you an apology, sir, yesterday. You were shitting on someone, and I thought you were complimenting them, and I yelled at you. I apologize, sir.
That
I
was this
misunderstood.
morning.
Was that this morning?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sorry, corn diff.
The corn is all right with us.
Actually, what you did was very funny.
It's corn.
Yes, thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. 55 away from knocking it out. Oh, my God, we've only got 3 minutes until we rattle the cans. Holy shit.
Thank you, guys. That always feels very good. It's very humbling. This does not last, so.
I've got great, we got great news.
If you
Hopefully.
just knock our goals out for a little bit longer.
Hopefully, we've got great news to give you on this program tomorrow night. Kmart Ready says, be sure to save a seat for Chad. No, I think Chad tapped out on the steel toe thing. I mean, we weren't going to do any more Chad stuff anyway, but he wanted to come to the anniversary party and everything. And we said from Jump Street, he's too poor. He's not coming. He's afraid of me. He's afraid of Cheetos. He doesn't want that smoke. I guarantee it. And then what does Chad do? Proves us right. Says, oh no, I'm not coming because those guys, they're not relevant. It's like we got more viewers than we've ever had before. We're on 2 different platforms. When we do Rumble Friday, we're the number 1 or number 2 podcast on Rumble. Pretty sure that we got a lot more going on than you do. I knew he was scared of me. I knew he was scared of Cheetos, probably even more so. And I knew he was never showing his face there. It takes balls.
Well, and he knows I'm not going to have sex with him, so.
That's true, too. And he also got his channel struck by Stuttering John, which is fucking hilarious
let me
to
have
me.
this.
Go, John. I think John's doing great, by the way. John's doing awesome. John's winning that whole thing. He's doing great.
I think Chad's biggest fear was probably me turning him down and him having to be embarrassed in front of everybody.
That's probably it.
Poor
Poor
I
Chad.
didn't want to go out in back of the garage with him.
Poor Chad. And then, of course,
like a lady.
Yeah, I think Chad just kind of ran scared, which I'll say this for him. At least he's not the dumbest guy. I mean, he was smart in that regard.
Yeah, I think it's fine. If I were him, I wouldn't have gone either.
Chad was smart to tuck his tail between his legs and not go to that thing. Absolutely. All right, guys, let's grab the offering plate. Let's fire up the music and let's knock this goal out real quick because we don't have much further to go. We got $55 to go and we can nail this thing. Fire up the gospel music. Let's break out the offering plate. Church of Steel Toe. Holy shit, this woman is fucking giving her. Here you go. Hold the offering plate. There you go. Fill up this woman's cup. I mean, fill up
both cups, am I right?
Fill up the offering plate. $55 away. There we go. Rumble, Streamlabs, PayPal, Super Chats, etc. $55 away. Off we go. My beautiful altar boy over here. My lovely altar boy.
Yes.
Throw a couple of bucks her way.
I have to bind later.
And get Steel Toe off to overtime here as we're only $55 away from knocking it out this evening.
This one slaps, yeah.
This one's pretty good. All right, Streamlabs, PayPal, there's the links in the chat. They're also pinned to the top of the YouTube page. Throw a couple of bucks in there. Let's knock this thing out. We've officially got 4.5 minutes to go, or until we knock out that $55. Off we go. Ice Wall, last name Oakham, says April shaking that thing reminds me of the Man Show and trampolines. Oh, no. Stevie J says I have no idea what I'm saying, but I'm excited.
Oh, yeah.
Hey. Says, fill your hands and raise them to the sky. Throw a couple of bucks in here. You saw all these people throwing in 5 or 10 earlier. Handful more of you doing that. We've got this thing whacked stone cold.
Whacked, huh?
We've got it whacked.
Start whacking, guys.
Start whacking away.
You heard it.
Let's all whack our way to overtime tonight. We've got a lot of stories left, too. I got a whole batch of them that I haven't opened. MSO says it's a piece of cake. White cake. Yes. Friendo says, later, kids. Hope y'all meet your goal. Thank you, Friendo. That's very sweet of you. Dr. Climate Abortion says, I don't know why we're yelling. We're getting excited.
Now I got the goal for me.
We got $55 to go. We got to be excited.
I'm having too good of a night. Don't let it end now.
3 minutes and change left to go. Jamie with $10.
Thank you, Jamie.
Thank you very much, Jamie. 45 away from nailing it tonight, which means you are getting the 30 minutes of overtime. On credit, we got to knock out the rest of that 45.
It's like a shake weight.
It is. Well,
should we get a shake weight?
I got a fucking shake weight for you.
Do you really?
In my
I'd love
pants.
a shake weight.
Oh, of course you would, you whore. All right, guys, 3 minutes away. Let's do this thing. The gospel music is going. The offering plate is being shooken. Let's go ahead.
Violently.
Let's go ahead and knock out that last $45 for your favorite e-beggar panhandling piece of shit podcast that you've ever watched in your entire life.
Do it so the boys can start with a good morning tomorrow.
Yes.
You guys aren't behind.
We're also 80. No, we're not behind anymore.
Oh, that's right.
We're $80 ahead for tomorrow morning. So let's go ahead and get that 45 taken care of. Kyle says mini 0.05 ounce shake weight. You mean, Aaron? How dare you?
Oh, that's mean.
Dr. Climate Abortion says donate $5 or you are a gay. That might not work, sir. Some of our audience might actually be gay.
This is a workout.
2-minute warning. We got 2 minutes left to knock out this last $45. Did we go on our run a little too early? Come on, guys. Let's finish it off. $45 to go. Rumble, Streamlabs, PayPal, YouTube, Venmo.
I'll stop shaking.
Let's get it all done. Oh, boy.
I'm really giving her here.
A minute and a half. Fill up that offering plate, boys and girls. With 45 minutes away, Freaky Deaky says, only if I get my kids back. Come on,
really
boys and girls. We had a rally a little bit ago. We need one last little push to get this thing over the top.
Don't send us to bed yet.
Absolutely nothing coming in, and we got a minute 10 left to go. This is where people start to come in and go, oh, sad. Sad, 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 sad. Yes, this is sad. Look at how pathetic it looks now as we're taking up the entire time just to knock out a $45 goal. Miss Portland, #1 fan, says you should teach a class for homeless people on how to get people to give you money, dirty e-beggar. No, I'd fail.
Yeah,
I'd be the worst. This ain't working.
You guys, if we go to bed, that's less time with you.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Come on.
I can't teach a class on this. I'm failing miserably at it.
I could never back on the corner.
Thank you very much to Richard with $5.
Aw.
Appreciate that, buddy.
Thank you, Richard.
$5 from Mayor Vaughn. $5 from Yule Gibbons. $30
guys.
away from knocking this thing out. I got a $1 raise to account for inflation. Here's a day's worth after taxes, says Yule Gibbons. Mayor Larry Vaughn says summer dollars to Steel Toe. There we go. All right. AI podcast hosts won't beg, says Kyle. All right, $30 away. We got 10 seconds left. We are going to do overtime because we are within $50, but we do have to hit the rest of that goal or we got to rattle this can again at the end of overtime.
I'm really getting this down to a science.
Oh, man. $10 from Greasy N-Word says, shake them beautiful cups, April. Thank you, buddy.
Trying.
$20 away.
Thank you.
From tonight's goal. Can we get the 20 to come in? Oh, P. Fletch, don't you worry. A lot of people are in that same boat as you are.
We're making moves. Don't
All right.
worry.
Cut the music. Cut the music. There you go, guys. $20 away. We got a half hour to get there. Angelica's doll says, oh my, I'm embarrassed. Why? Why would you be embarrassed?
Are you embarrassed?
Yeah. We're not embarrassed.
I just shook an offering plate for 5 minutes.
Yeah, we're having a good time.
I actually got a workout.
Angelica's doll, you should not be. If you're embarrassed, you got problems. You shouldn't be embarrassed for other people.
Are you embarrassed when you go to concerts or circuses too?
Don't,
And, watch people perform for you?
Angelica, you're fine. Thank you to Patrick for $20. Guys, it's
Thank
been
you.
hit. There we go. The goal is done. You knocked it out again tonight. Great job. Awesome work.
God bless.
This audience is the shit. Thank you in these tough times.
Thank
for
you.
supporting this silly, goofy little show that we do. All right. Still over 300 people checking out this show at the moment. You guys were right. Sticking with Rumble while also doing YouTube was the way to go. Yeah, the YouTube thing went down, but that Rumble thing keeps going up, up, up and away.
Yes, it does.
Samuel with $20 says, Heil, April, you look great in yellow. Well, that's going to go towards tomorrow.
Heil, Sam. I am going to wear more yellow. I've decided.
They really gave you a morale boost.
Yeah, I did.
On the yellow
I wasn't
thing.
sure about the yellow tonight.
Hey, guys, I got great news. Evening show goal for the morning show tomorrow.
That is awesome.
250 away.
You guys are the greatest. I know we have to sit and shake for a little bit, but
Look, if we can do a 2-hour
It's
show
only
for
for a
fun
little
and then
longer.
rattle a can for 5 minutes, that's a lot less intrusive than running, what would that be, 30 minutes of commercials?
I'm way more excited just for the news we have coming for them. So in my opinion, if they can keep the show going until then.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys,
spades.
it's all
Looking good.
It's all coming to a big change, and we thank you guys for getting us there. Thank you very much. And thank you to Fairline Defense for deciding that advertising with Steel Toe was a great deal for them and that they should keep doing that in perpetuity, because that is not going towards our bottom line. That is going right to goals. Kmart Ready says, biggest show on Rumble. Biggest. Not the biggest. We're usually number one in the podcast category when we first come on.
Okay.
And then we're usually number 2 and 3 throughout the morning.
Which is fine. There's some big shows that
Yeah,
come
that
on.
fucking Sargon comes on, and he's
I don't know
terrible,
who
but
that
he's
is.
got a lot of fans.
InfoWars comes on.
And then InfoWars, yeah. Those are the two that fuck us right in the ass.
Right? InfoWars, that's fair.
InfoWars is fair. Guys, people are asking what's for overtime. I got a little more misogyny.
Okay.
If you'd like.
I always enjoy that. It makes me feel better somehow that I'm sitting here next to you, because it must mean I'm doing something right.
Yeah, exactly. I don't hate you.
Right.
I hate most of the other ones.
If I'm here, he must not hate me.
Exactly. So, there's a New York Post article today that was available on their website. By the way, thank you very much to Jamie with $45.
Wow.
Coming in
Thank you,
hot.
Jamie.
Thank you very much, Jamie. Guys, your goal for tomorrow morning is now 2:05. If I
Guys,
may.
that's coming up huge. Thank you so much.
And by the way, that goal, that could be a regular number very, very soon.
That's really cool of you.
So that's pretty cool. Brian with $2 says, great show tonight. Thank you, buddy.
Brian.
I appreciate it. Kmart Ready says, what about Daddy Mersh? He's not on at the same time as we are. You have a lot of views on Rumble. I just don't want to create an account over there. Well, hey, we need YouTube people too. It's nice to have both of them.
It's a quick process. I did it in 2 minutes when we had an emergency switch to Rumble one day.
Yeah, like so YouTube. For example, the evening show, YouTube has about twice the listeners that Rumble does. But in the morning, Rumble's now starting to edge ahead of YouTube, where Rumble's in the 400s and YouTube's in like the low 400s. So that's pretty great too. I like the balance.
Oh my God.
Somebody over in the Rumble chat, Born Frosty says, yeah, awesome that you came to Rumble. I like to lock my screen at work to listen. People like that.
I just had one of them stroke feelings.
Oh,
in
good.
My head.
Good. You're not dead.
I have to share you know how you get them little like painful squiggles in your brain sometimes? I feel like I have to share it with somebody in case I start dying. Yeah. Just so you know.
Well, at least I'll know what it is that killed you. That's a
right.
positive. Greasy N-word with $2 says YouTube is circling the drain with all these recent moves. You guys got 1 foot off that sinking boat at the right time, forcing ads, blocking ad blockers, and raising premiums, etc. Yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe I cancel my YouTube Plus or whatever it's called.
Premium.
I don't know.
I never had it, apparently.
Zen Rhino says Dan Bongino is the top dog at Rumble. He has almost double the amount of followers as the next closest person on the platform.
Wow.
I think that's true. And yeah, he's bigger than Crowder. Holy shit. I mean, that's something to be proud of. I'm not a big Crowder guy, but I can't sit here and pretend he doesn't have a huge audience. So it's fucking good for Bongino. I think Bongino like had the balls to like leave his popular syndicated radio show and go strictly online. It's pretty good for him.
I don't know much about him.
He's just one of those conservative talk show hosts.
Well, that'll get you far.
Yeah. Well, a Brazilian woman wrote a big article in the New York Post, or told the New York Post a story about how, and you know, this goes back to women really being able to pick their partners and really knowing which ones are the winners. And look,
sure did.
April did it right. She didn't look at a guy and go, oh, he's smoking hot. I'll just grab his cock and see what happens after. She went, oh, he's real soft and pudgy. I'm sure he's got a fun personality.
Well, that's because guys that are soft and pudgy make up for it in personality.
Exactly.
You know?
These dumb retards who look good, that's all they got. And then they hit you because you confuse them with addition and reading.
Oh.
He stole her phone and then he stole her heart.
Ew.
A Brazilian woman brought new meaning to crime of passion after revealing that she fell in love with a mugger who robbed her, and now the two have become inseparable.
No.
He steals money from her purse.
Nope.
He makes her pay for everything.
We're not doing that.
She has a job. He does nothing. You met him while he was stealing your phone. You don't think he's out there doing that to other people right now, you dumb bitch? By the way, people in Brazil have higher rates of toxoplasmosis. I'm just going to assume that she's been huffing cat piss.
How does that happen? Is there just more cats than people?
I don't know. I think it's meat.
Toxoplasmosis?
I think it's meat, actually, in Brazil.
Don't eat cats. They're stringy and sinewy and gross.
I can't remember what it is about Brazil, but they do have higher levels of toxoplasmosis, and I think it's from the food.
Can you imagine eating a cat?
I don't necessarily think it's from eating cat. I think it's just tainted meat.
So they're just pissing on the food.
Maybe they're eating cat piss-soaked food.
The tomcats come by and spray the meats.
Come on, lady. It's not a marinade, for God's sake.
Oh, God.
Freaky Deaky does say, don't kid yourself, Aaron. You a hunk. Thanks, buddy. I like to be humble. I like to be really, really humble.
I mean,
about these kinds of
things. The night when Aaron and I first kicked it off at Raleigh's when he invited me out there, you were macking on a few girls. You invited me, by the way, and you spent the entire evening talking to this girl over here. You're sitting in the middle of me and her while you got your hand on my knee.
That girl sat down and started talking to me.
Oh, she was not happy when I
And
showed
she
up.
did not fucking leave, no matter how many people came by to say hello and everything else. She wouldn't give up her fucking seat and take a hint, this chubby porker.
At that time, I was sitting next to Adrian, too, and Adrian and I are laughing at Aaron for sitting with this chick because she just looked clingy. She was a stage 1 clinger for one. She was a hottie, though, wasn't she? I took a picture of you, too.
I don't ever want to see it.
Aaron went hogging that night.
I did not go hogging.
She's kind of a hog.
No, but I wasn't. She sat down there at the thing, at the party we were having.
You and her did not move.
I moved. I took you to the dance floor. So this Brazilian woman gets mugged by this dude, and now, we fell in love, and he's so great, and he's swarthy, and he's romantic and wonderful. Again, you pay for everything. He's that meme of the guy with his arms around the woman.
During tax season.
No, at the movie theater, where he's behind her, holding onto her from behind, and go, I love you, baby, and she's shelling out money for the movie and shit.
Okay.
That's these two. The duo detailed their alleged romantic saga in a Twitter video with over 232,000 views online.
No.
I was walking down the street where he lives, and unfortunately, I was mugged. The woman, identified as Emanuela, told reporters while recounting their first date at a media event in Brazil. She recalled how the thief took her phone, but when he saw Emanuela's number in there, he said he had been the one who had robbed. He had been the one who had robbed. When he saw Emanuela's number in there. Well, meanwhile, the unidentified phone jacker claimed that he had a sudden change of heart mid-robbery. I was going through a difficult situation because I didn't have a woman, He didn't have a woman who would pay his rent and give him a place to stay and, pay for it. He's a bum.
This sounds... So you beat her into submission, essentially? Like you...
No, here's what it is.
I don't get it.
Here's what it is. He's probably very attractive and very charming.
Is he?
But he's a scumbag and a piece of shit, and this woman's too dumb to see through it. She goes, he's really handsome. I bet I can fix him. And then he steals her shit, makes her pay for everything, but she's like, oh no, he's got a lot of dreams and aspirations and he just needs someone to believe in him. Meanwhile, there's going to be cash missing out of her purse at some point. He's going to somehow get her to invest in his buddy's music studio, which is this close to being off the ground.
He probably looks like Joe Manganiello or however you say his name, or like a Jason Momoa, but he's just a bag of shit.
He's just a bag of shit.
Well, the looks make up for it, though. The sex is so good.
Yeah.
I heard that in an SVU episode, I think, last night, but the sex was so wild.
Right. Yeah, this is him. Right there.
I couldn't have made it up any more perfect.
I don't know why they zoom in like this. You can't see the guy now. Yeah. He does have a Jason Momoa thing.
He totally does.
And she looks like a retard.
Yeah.
So it works out. I can fix
They're
him.
perfect for each other.
I was going through a difficult situation because I didn't have a woman, the robber said, recalling the unlikely how we first met story. When I saw her photo on the phone, I said to myself, what a beautiful brunette. You don't see a brunette like that every day, and I regretted stealing it. The reporter joked, so you stole her phone and then her heart.
God, I could puke.
The two have now been reportedly dating for 2 years, although it's unclear how her parents feel about having an outlaw for an in-law. Get it?
Disgusting.
Love can accomplish anything.
Ew, can you imagine? Ew, she keeps her phone in her snatch. She's one of those girls.
Wouldn't you if some guy was
The worst
stealing it?
I've done is I kept it in my sports bra while I was cleaning the barn, and then I bent over a stock tank once, and my fucking slider phone fell out into it and I toasted my phone. And I'm like, never again.
Get bigger tits, Would have kept him in there nice and snug.
You remember those phones? They're heavy. It just, the sheer weight fell out.
You know what holds them in real nice? Big fucking tits. Big, heavy milkers.
So, I have to leave before you leave me for someone with those.
Yeah, they're speaking goobly-goppy language. So I don't have to watch that.
Goobly-goppy.
I was just checking. Just checking. Oh, God, women like that. They really are just...
If you're her parents, you have to disown them both, right?
For you guys watching right now, the only advice I can give you is the more you seem like a dick or the more you seem like you're being a judgmental asshole, trust your gut. If you have a feeling or an instinct about something and somebody close to you goes, oh, don't be so judgmental, or oh, you're being a dick, they have no other thing to say but that because they know deep down you're probably right, but they don't have the balls to actually lean in and go with it.
Yeah.
Go with your gut. You're always right.
Can you imagine what their kids are going to say one day? Mom, Dad, how did you meet? Oh, I just robbed your mom.
Yeah.
And she
exactly.
just had to have me.
Then I gave her phone back and robbed her of her dignity. It was great.
She didn't know she had it, though, so it's fine.
Everybody likes an honest person who speaks their mind until they're an honest person who speaks their mind. Then they're an asshole. But guess what? I'd rather be a right asshole than a wrong, taken advantage of nice guy. Trust me. 13652 Nicole says, this topic reminds me, what happened to the guy that married his blow-up doll and cheated on her while she was getting repaired with another blow-up doll?
That guy was fun. That's a fun callback.
He's like a Kyrgyzstan or something like that.
I would totally check in on that guy. I might Google that later. What happened to dude who cheated on his blow-up doll?
But he didn't cheat with another blow-up doll. He cheated with a bodice, a tit thing, like a body and tit thing.
So it wasn't like a full doll. It was like a portion. You know how you can get... I didn't know they made the tit ones. I thought they just made the asses.
No, it was a torso one.
Wow.
God,
we have everything today.
Who cheated on his blow-up
Aaron's really
doll.
angry about this search. It's in all caps.
Yuri Tolochko.
That's
his
him.
name. Let's Google him, see what he's up to. Let's see if Yuri's been in the news lately.
Oh, my God.
He's on Instagram. We know this. September 3rd of last year, after threesome with sex dolls, Kazakhstan bodybuilder Yuri Tolochko gets kinky with his new babe, a teddy bear?
Teddy Beart. It had a T on the end.
What?
Is that like a teddy bear bot?
The fuck?
Why it's not coming? Didn't happen.
Yeah, it's not coming up on this site.
Finds new love with ashtray.
Finds new love with an ashtray.
Come on. Stop.
January 17th of last year, Polyman say meat diets let him have sex 5 times a day. You're coming in rubber. You're fine. You don't need to have a special. You don't have to have a special meat diet.
Normal person?
Well, yeah, because there's no pressure of like, hey, I better be ready to go right now.
You don't have to be worried that you're pleasing it.
You can do it whenever you want to. If you're like, oh, I can't, I just blew my load. I'm not getting hard right now. Give it a couple hours.
I'm obsessed with that article. Man who married a sex doll finds new love with ashtray he took from a nightclub.
I remember that part. The one I don't remember is September of last year. Kazakhstani bodybuilder marries sex doll, has a new cuddly teddy bear. Yeah, there he is. That's him. That's Yuri Tolochko.
Ew. I can see why he's only with sex dolls. Look at those nipples.
Oh my God, he does have long nipples. He looks like George the Animal Steel hair-wise.
National Geographic right there.
Holy shit. Well, he likes fucking that teddy bear.
He's feeding a tribe with that.
He's not who he used to be physically either. I remember he used to be a lot more stout.
Look at his arms. He's pretty stout.
Yeah, but he's getting soft in his older age, and his face is starting to wear down, and now he's fucking teddy bears instead of really hot blow-up dolls.
It's a little too much body hair for me. Just a little too much.
Somebody's a little picky.
I'd like to know if that teddy bear consented.
And
what hole is it going in?
That comes to the age-old question. Can a teddy bear consent? We've asked it numerous times on this program.
What do you do? Drill a hole in its butt and just fop it up and down? What do you do to that teddy bear?
I wish I had an answer for you.
Oh.
But there you go, Nicole. We've got the
Thank you, Nicole.
The update on Yuri Tolochko.
I like those.
Friendo says, y'all still on? I done had me a shower and I'm clean and ready for whatever. We're leaving in about 13 minutes. I'm sorry. That's not long enough for me to prep my thumb for an anal invasion. Sorry about that. That bear has AIDS, actually. Tricked him.
Ew.
Now Yuri's dying, unfortunately. Kmart Ready says he'll cheat on the teddy bear for a fresh apple pie. That's true. We could kind of bet on like what he'll cheat on with next.
I think a cantaloupe.
Yeah, you're probably going to get some kind of food product.
Nah, I'll get a really good pocket pussy.
You know what's going to happen is like Yuri Tolochko keeps coming home with these different things and his parents are like, oh, God, he brought a blow-up doll. Then 1 year, oh, my God, he brought a torso. Oh, my God, he brought a teddy bear. And then one day he'll have innocently like bought a pet. But he'll bring a dog home for his parents to be like, no, Yuri, no, this is unacceptable. It's gone too far. When it was inanimate objects, it was fine. But no, mother, father, this is my new dog. This is Stoopy. And they're like, no, you are not fucking Stoopy. No, Yuri. No, we are platonic. He is my best friend. We know what you do with your best friends. Why couldn't you just go back to banging latex?
I think he actually comes home with a parrot that can talk because it can make sex sounds to him.
Rap didn't consent. Rap didn't consent.
Grape.
Rat dry anal. Rat dry anal. It's my best parrot.
Are you hearing that? What is
That's
that?
our dog.
Oh, there's a dog.
It's Gordy. Right?
Hi, Gordy. That was bad timing on Gordy's part.
Come here, buddy.
Buddy, you don't know the conversation you came in on.
You're such a good boy.
He loves daddy.
Oh, Gordy's such a good boy.
He doesn't do that for me.
Why are we licking so much tonight, bud? Good boy.
You must have food on your face.
Gordy's a good boy.
Did you wipe grease on your face or something?
What, was I yelling too loud, bud?
Yeah, he like flew down here. I heard his pitter patter.
You?
Hi, honey.
Was I yelling too loud, bud?
Get it. Does that feel good?
Oh, yeah. He's a good boy. Do you want to go up here? Look around for a little bit, bud. Do some searching.
He's so timid.
That's not a dog. That's a masculine dog. You're goddamn right. That's a masculine dog. I don't need a giant fucking dog. I know what I am.
Hey, babe, who picked this dog?
Ugly all day. I did. Well, you showed me
He's
this
like,
dog. Then I
a
wanted
Chiweenie can't eat my kids.
That's true. Yeah, Chiweenie can't eat children, which is nice.
Look at his ears. They're all broken.
Friendo goes, Aaron goes as Paris Hilton for Halloween. What do you mean this isn't a manly dog? Look at this steed.
This is a real Paris Hilton dog.
No,
Look at
this is a
steed.
thick steed right here.
You're
look at
a good boy.
Look at how hardy and durable
Who's a
he is.
good boy?
Are you a good boy, Gordy?
Who's a boy?
Even the dog has a huge forehead, says Matt Joe. See, now is that called for?
He just has a bulbous head.
I don't think that's called for.
He's got an alien dome.
Sad Boy says he ate shit and licked his balls. Now he's licking your face. Well, I've been eating shit and licking my balls too.
Gordy
so I think
doesn't
we're fine.
eat poop. No poop.
I think we're fine. Yeah, he doesn't eat his shit. We only caught him doing that once.
That was a long time ago.
He doesn't eat his shit. All right, you're gonna go down now, bud.
I missed you already.
You gotta go down, okay? Can you go down?
He has a bald spot where he had that scab.
Go, Gord. Oh, look at him. He's just jumping up. He's just jumping up.
Oh, hun.
We're
I
coming.
wish they could see. I wish there was a camera we could put over.
We gotta
him.
get the third or fourth camera up.
He's
and
very
get
much like
Gordy
he looks like a
Gordy cam.
meerkat or a jackal.
Do you need to go outside? Do you need to go potty?
Should I let him out?
Yeah. Do you need to go potty? Yep. He needs to go outside. All right. That's okay. I'll talk about someone jacking off on Mini Driver at the beach. We've got lots of stuff to talk about tonight. So apparently Mini Driver was out at a beach and some guy just started whacking off. And she just hightailed it out of there with her son in tow as she caught a man masturbating nearby. I understand there are exhibitionists and, they got to do certain shit to get off. I understand that some people are just really weird with that kind of stuff. But, to go to a beach and whack off, I mean, the lack of shame you have to whack off at a beach when it's so much better at home, or even go to the beach and do it in your car with the windows blocked out or something. But to just go, how are you enjoying that jerk? Is the discomfort of other people? Is that kind of what's helping you get off? Are you just a big Mini Driver fan and you're kind of doing the math in your head and going, I'm never going to be this close to Mini Driver. Might as well see if I can come before she calls the cops. That could be it. The bottom half of Mini Driver's face is strange. Roots, I was never a Mini Driver guy. When she was in Good Will Hunting, I'm like, really? When, when did they stop the casting for this role? Because like there's better options out there. She does. She has a weird face. I've never found her to be like hot. I've never, like when someone goes, oh, who's your favorite Hollywood actress? Like who you fucking? Minnie Driver has never been in the top 10 of that conversation. But apparently this guy really needed to whack off next to her. We actually have video of her talking to the sheriffs. There's no way they picked this up. Okay? Is this just somebody snooping? By the way, what psychos that TMZ is? Like was somebody just stationed on this beach? This is the, like an old cop, like this is the beat he walks? Just going on an LA beach to see if he can find celebrities, and then he just happens to find Minnie Driver getting jacked off on, or what? Or do they follow the police scanners? Well, there they are. They're talking to a couple of girls. And I guess they said she had her son with him. And she's talking to the cops. I hope she makes this motion. Like she goes, and then I looked and he was jacking off like this. Watch, this is the guy that was jerking it, and now he's just having himself a nice post-nut snack. That fella. I don't know why you'd post this video. Like, it's just Minnie Driver talking to some cops. You can't make out what they're saying. I mean, don't bury the lead. The guy was jerking it on a beach. Law enforcement sources tell TMZ sheriff's deputies responded Sunday to Paradise Cove Beach Cafe just before noon for a report of a man pleasuring himself, and Minnie was one of the witnesses who told them the guy was cranking one out in a cabana. Well, mind your own business. He probably paid big money for that cabana, and for good reason. He wanted to whack off with a little bit of peace and seclusion. And there you guys go snooping in his cabana, for fuck's sake. Sources say the alleged masturbator was gone by the time cops arrived, and they've got video of Minnie and another woman talking to deputies. We're told Miss Driver and the other beachgoers didn't want to press charges and simply wanted to make police aware of the situation. See, I would be pissed if I were the cops now, because you've called me out. You've told me there was a guy jacking it. And then...
Whoa, what did I miss?
Right, and then all of a sudden they go, oh, no, we just wanted to let you guys know it was happening. You could have just told us on the phone that it was happening and that the guy was gone, and we could have just not come out. But now you call me out for the guy jerking off at the beach. We get here and you tell me the guy left. And we're like, well, great, we can find him. And they're like, no, we don't want to press charges. Oh, so you just wanted to tell someone with a badge the story about the guy whacking it in the... Thanks. Appreciate it.
I missed a lot, apparently.
This hasn't been a complete waste of the authorities' time. Plus, just turn the other way and let the guy jack it.
We've had stories like this before where, like, if somebody's just jacking it in, like, a park or something, what do? You just
don't look. I ain't gonna let that guy...
You have to report it, though,
I'm
right?
not letting that guy ruin my day.
What if your kids are there?
The kids got to look away, too.
Yeah, but then you
else.
call.
Look, if you're jerking off in public, you have established dominance of that area. You know?
It's like marking your territory.
Right. Like, am I willing? Because I have to be willing to physically remove you from that state in order to retake the ground. And with you having a giant erection and your cock in your hand stroking away, I ain't getting close enough to touch you.
You don't have to touch him. You just have to call him in.
Oh, believe me, you got to touch him. You got to hit him.
Cops
ain't going to get there in time. How long he's whacking off for a half hour?
In Aaron's opinion, he says you must touch the person whacking it.
You have to hit them. You have to physically remove them from the situation.
You have to whack them.
Got to whack them in another way. Exactly. Legendary Side Effect says, Mrs. Imholt looking great tonight. A lot of compliments coming your way
thank
today.
You.
Roots Calhoun says, go jerk off in the water. Nobody would fucking know. If I can bang a fat broad in 3 feet of water without getting caught, you can fucking rub one out. Fucking amateurs.
Dang.
I agree with Roots on that one.
Have you ever tried to do that?
Fuck it, like, publicly in the water?
Yeah.
I finger popped a chick on the Gooseberry Trail once. Does that count? I didn't slip it in, though. I was finger popping, and then a couple of yuppie joggers came by up the trail. They were hiking.
I've heard that story before.
Yeah. I finger popped a broad at Gooseberry Falls. That's it.
I guess I'm never going there with you.
It's not that great. Especially
I've
this year.
been there before.
Especially this year, as hot as it is, they're probably all dried out.
Who, the women?
The falls and the pussies, yeah. In this heat. It's hard to get lubricated nicely. Zen Rhino says, of course this sleep jacker is okay with somebody spanking his monkey at the beach.
Like, no, we're not jacking it at the beach. Come on.
Yeah, but if they are, I ain't going to be the one to put a stop to the guy's parade.
Look who's back.
Yep, Gordy's back. He's really enjoying the show today.
He is. I think when we were talking, you brought up the dog, Stoopy or whatever, and he came down.
Aaron would sit down and join them. I did not say that.
You would sit down and form a circle,
I did
invite
not.
new guys. Hey, we're recruiting over here.
No. So did anyone ever want to fuck Minnie Driver? I'll show some pictures here. This is Minnie Driver throughout the years.
She looks like somebody that weird guys have crushes on just to say they do to be different.
She looks like Andy McDowell.
She's fine. She's not unattractive, but she's not.
Yeah, I was just never
like,
a Minnie Driver guy.
Ooh, that neck.
Well, she's old. I bet you Minnie Driver's 57 at this point.
You know what terrifies me, and I'm gonna have to start getting some kind of cream
That
to
she
put
could
on
suck
it.
the
Is
largest dick that ever lived.
the neck thing. I'm gonna have to start getting a cream to put on my neck. I'm scared of it.
There she is. This is probably like early to mid first decade of the 2000s.
See, that's hot.
Yeah, that's probably around 2010. Yeah, I mean, I guess she was okay.
She's
She just
fine.
wasn't for me.
Yeah.
There's like Goodwill Hunting.
You
Minnie
don't like
Driver.
curly-haired girls
I don't.
for obvious reasons.
Minnie Driver's one. I hate to be a dick, but Minnie Driver's one that didn't age great. You know, she's not like an Elizabeth Hurley or Jennifer Aniston or something like that. She looked good in the
Those
90s
two.
for a little while, but I don't know.
Cameron Diaz is starting to let me down a little bit, which is terrible because I always had like a crush on her.
Minnie Driver's 53. She looks older than 53.
I think so too.
No offense. Did she get in some kind of trouble? I thought she got in like a Winona Ryder kind of trouble. Legal.
Which is what? Which
trouble.
one?
Long-running feud with her neighbor over a shared driveway is heading towards a jury trial. Okay, that's not it. That's a neighborly
It was
snafu.
pretty weird though.
So about 5 years ago, she had a problem with her neighbor and their driveway. Sorry, I had a stroke.
You're Mini Driver and you have to share a driveway.
Yeah.
Mini driveway, huh?
I thought she had some kind of legal problems. Wait a minute. Let's see how Minnie Driver's career has gone. Let's put the 3 letters next to her.
Ew.
Minnie Driver. Let's see. I'm not seeing any SVU. Nope. Adam Driver's been on Law and Order.
I don't think she's been on SVU.
Nope. No Minnie Driver on SVU.
Maybe the normal. Law
So
and
she
Order.
hasn't fallen too hard. Last night we watched an episode with John Larroquette and Bruce McGill.
I would
and
never.
Bruce McGill is perfect for a episode of Law and Order SVU. That's right up his
I would
alley.
never know those names.
You're not as good as me. What can I tell you? Guys, thank you very much for a wonderful show. It was a lot of fun. We hope you subscribed. We hope you followed our channel if it's your first time. We hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for knocking out the goal tonight and getting us $150 into tomorrow morning's show. That is
Thank you.
fantastic. And thank you to our friends at Fairline Defense.
You got it.
For helping us recover from this morning. It's turned into a really great start to the week. Thank you guys very much. April, thank you as well.
Thank you guys. We appreciate you.
If you want to catch just audio-only versions of the show, you can go support us over on Patreon. The members-only shows go up there as well. $5 a month, patreon.com/SteelToe Show. Take it easy. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Central. See you then.